Championship Friday in November, a time that the Musketeers have longed for the last 18 years, and the Tigers are getting too used to, looking for their fifth sectional title in a row, live here on WSLM. Hi, everybody. I'm Eli Guthrie, along with my partner Dylan Beach, and welcome to a cold night in November at Eastern High School for the Sectional 39 Championship between the Triton Central Tigers and the Eastern Musketeers. This pregame show is brought to you by Meadowview, a rehabilitation center in Salem. Thank you, Dylan. Tonight we have a star-studded matchup for Triton Central, at least, against the Eastern Musketeers. Some keys to the game that I thought would go great for the Musketeers in order for them to try to pull off an upset W tonight to have their first sectional title in the school history, already breaking school records right now, becoming the first team in school history to advance to the sectional title game. First, for the Triton Central Tigers, for their keys to the game, they got to find open gaps tonight. We've noticed that they have very, very good receivers and running backs on the team. They got to find open gaps on both of those different aspects of the game. Then keep momentum from last week. The last fourth quarter last week, I watched a few highlights. They are able to pull away from Brownstown late, about 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, pulling away big, winning that game 28-17 over the Braves.
Yeah, that was a close one throughout. And then that fourth quarter, like you mentioned, Eli, big offensive explosion from Triton Central last week in that one.
Yes, for sure that was. And then using passing game to the advantage for Triton Central, able to find the passing game to open the game up, because Musketeers regularly have a weak secondary to start games, especially with a few key injuries here and there for the Musketeers. It's causing a lot of trouble for them just in games around the whole spectrum.
Yeah, Eastern has lost a lot of the members of that secondary that we talked so highly of at the start of the year, Eli. Garrett Drury going down of injury. That was the safety. Losing Caden Temple to injury. He was the star cornerback of the group. So now you're looking at a very young secondary now. I mean, you're starting Cody Bandit out at secondary. He wasn't even playing defense the first half of the year. I mean, and then you look on the other side, whenever Triton Central has a 3-star quarterback, you have to imagine that pass game is going to be a very, very high part of their offense here tonight, Eli.
A very powerful Triton Central team indeed, and that is why the Musketeers need to try to slow the game down tonight against the Tigers, try to play their own game, keep the possession time intact for the Musketeers tonight in order to come up and upset tonight, and then create plays. They're not creating plays when it comes down to it in the big moments. But recently, we saw last week them creating huge plays, blowing out Switzerland County 44-0 here on their home turf of Eastern High School, as well as they need to buy in tonight. The Musketeers have not bought in multiple games previously in the season, but tonight is the big one. Tonight is win or go home, survive and advance. This is something the Musketeers need on their resume.
Yeah, I know something from just being in and around these programs for so long is that Eastern, when they see that big number one next to a team, it'll get in their heads sometimes. I know it from previous experience. I know it from just being around the teams. They can't be predetermining this result tonight just because Triton Central may be the number one team in the state. They are the number one team in the state, but you're going to have to go give them a fight the same way you would any other team on the schedule, or you might as well not even play the game. You might as well pull on North Harrison, just don't come out in the second half and just forfeit. But, like, Eastern, they truly do need to buy in, Eli. I really like that key. I mean, Triton Central, the Goliath-esque task that they have in front of them, it's not going to be easy tonight, but this is a special Eastern team. I know that has been a very injury-plagued end to this year, but they still have talent despite all the injuries. And, this is their first ever championship Friday. Got to see what they can do to try to make the most out of it here tonight, Eli.
Sure do. Their first trip into the first week of November for football and IHSAA football for the Musketeers is going to be something they get to look at tonight, with their key inactives still being the same from previous weeks, not having Garrett Drury this week after a broken ankle in the previous week, along with no Caden Temple, a broken collarbone in the first game of sectional round, and as well as Brody Temple being out since week 7 of the regular season.
No Landon Rose either.
Landon Rose is as well injured.
He's been hurt for a while, too. I didn't know what happened to him. I don't know. Was that a last week injury, Eli? Could you fill me in on what happened to Landon Rose or when he got injured?
Landon Rose has been out since before the first round of sectional. He was played against Charlestown, was put on concussion protocol after that game, is the info I was provided for. But
for some reason, I thought he's been playing for a while, but Yeah, Landon Rose also missing. That's a lineman. He was a key linebacker on a lot of these teams. I mean, had that interception against what team was that? Was that Scottsburg the last game of the year?
No, Charlestown last game
Yeah,
of the year.
Charles. Yeah, he had that big interception in that game. I mean, also had one against Crystal House. Had an intercept, or yeah, he had the interception against Crystal House. Correct.
Maybe. So maybe he was
Yeah,
playing
that
in
was the one on the
sectional.
goal line. Was
Yep.
he had that interception on the goal line a couple weeks back. I mean, this is just a very injury-plagued Musketeers team. And, I mean, they're going to really have to overcome a lot because Triton Central seems to be pretty healthy. I mean, missing a star wide receiver in Compton, but, I mean, they got a lot of guys behind them that can easily step up and replace right now.
It sure is. And you would think in this past week for football practice for the Musketeers, they'd be watching a lot of film, trying to figure out what the Brownstown Central Braves did outside of this, their brute ability to hold teams to the final quarter. Last week, we all saw 28-17. Triton Central prevailed in the last few moments of that one. But the Musketeers need to find a way to try to do what the Braves did for the first 3 quarters of that one, to hold close to this Triton Central game to avoid that second half running clock.
That's the thing. Even like looking at that, you can't really game plan off of Brownstown because Brownstown's such a different team from Eastern too. I mean, Eastern has outsized a lot of the teams that they have played this year. Brownstown is not one of those teams. Brownstown was bigger than Eastern at most positions. I mean, you can't even really mimic what Brownstown does whenever you're playing against a team like Triton Central. So, I mean, Eastern really going to have to get creative tonight. Maybe have to open up the playbook a little bit. It's really slow down that clock. I mean, Eastern needs to be able to tick off as much time as they can on these scoring drives tonight if they're going to give themselves a chance.
They sure do. Speaking of opening up the playbook a lot for the Musketeers tonight, last week they only passed the ball 7 times, completed on 3 of those, having a total of 84 yards, and only totaling 1,065 yards on the season for the Musketeers as of right now. And they gave 32 attempts and 289 yards rushing last week against the Pacers at Switchman County, all ultimately dividing the stats up crazily, making it very easy for Triton Central to know how to scout this team, with Braden Jones being their huge power back in the backfield, ready to open things up when he can.
Yeah, I foresee a lot of blitzing in this Triton Central future here tonight. I just don't imagine a future where they're not going to be loading that box almost every time until Eastern can successfully take a shot in the passing game tonight, Eli. I think they're going to be seeing 8 in the box, 7 in the box, 6 in the box almost every time. And they're going to have to either take a shot over the top or prove that they can run while that box is loaded.
In previous games, taking a shot was on the agenda for the Musketeers until they lost Caden Temple through a collarbone break, as well as Garrett Jury. They were able to find over-the-top receivers for the Musketeers easily in those games. But then again, this is a different battle at hand tonight. Triton Central, like you said, being the number 1 team in the state for 2A football and coming up on their 4th or looking to get their 5th sectional title in a row. There is a stat known that they have not made it past the regional round since 2017. They've been
but that year didn't they win it all, or was that the year they won it all, Eli, or was that a different time?
It was the year they won it all.
Yeah, Coach Tim Abel. I mean, maybe an epitome of what it is to be a successful head coach in Indiana high school football. He has 100 wins over his time at Triton, 100 to his 36 losses at Triton Central, 225 and 134 in his 30 years of coaching. Has won 7 sectional titles, 1 regional, 1 state title with Triton. I mean, he's a Hall of Famer. He's got maybe one of the best Triton Central teams he's ever had behind him tonight. And, I mean, looking like he might be able to add to his sectional numbers and get his 8th here tonight, Eli.
Exactly. He most likely will be able to. It's very important for them to know also this isn't a team that is completely different from the last time the Triton Central and Eastern Musketeers have faced off. They faced off again. The last meeting between these two teams was October 22nd of 2021 in the sectional round. Triton ended up blowing out the Musketeers 58-0 in that one. That was the year they were not number 1 in the state for football. Their team was a little down that year, but they still came back, and Musketeers did not make it a challenge for them to get a W that game.
Is that our senior year, Eli?
That was our senior year, yes.
Man, what a throwback there. Triton Central whomping on Eastern that game. 58-0. Hopefully Eastern might make it a little bit more of a ball game tonight. John Harrell seems to think it'll be a little bit more competitive than the last time out. He has it at 42-14. If I had to be a predictor, I'd probably put it a little further apart than that, but I'm not gonna give out a score prediction quite yet.
Well, it's just on the fact of whether or not that running clock comes into play or how quickly Triton Central puts up points in general, because the 42-14 run right there is not quite 30 points above, 35 points above, but it's still a big margin for the Musketeers in order to try to find their footing tonight against this huge Triton Central team that is on their way to a 5th sectional title if they play their cards correctly.
I think Triton Central's got to be getting sick and tired of traveling down to Southern Indiana so often, Eli. I had to go to Clarksville. Were they at Brownstown last week, or was that at Triton last week, Eli?
I believe that was at Brownstown last week.
3 straight consecutive trips into Southern Indiana territory. I mean, should have let them play Crystal House first round and swap them with Eastern so Eastern can play at Clarksville round 1. But, I mean, 3 straight consecutive road trips, I mean, that can definitely take a toll on a team, but we're going to see if Crystal House can eliminate that noise.
We're going to see so as well. It's going to be a great matchup tonight. Hopefully, if we can see the Musketeers start off quickly, whether they defer to the second half or they choose to take the ball first, we will see. But as of right now, the teams are both on the field, ready for the national anthem. We'll see Triton Central trotting out of their locker room.
Yeah, I just want to see a good competitive game here for at least a period of time. Got to see some fight out of Eastern here tonight against Triton. I mean, we're going to see how long they can keep it there. Maybe if they can pull it off, Eli, this would maybe be one of the biggest upsets in the history of sport if they do. But crazier things have happened, Eli.
It'd be one of the greatest upsets in sports history, in high school sports history at least.
I'd say all across the board.
All across the board.
It's probably up there with the Miracle on Ice.
As well as if they were upset the Tigers tonight, the Musketeers would now become the best team in school history, gaining that 6th win. But it would take also their first sectional championship in the bag.
Vaunted 6th win, dude. Haven't been able to get there yet in the, decade plus of Eastern high school
18
football.
18 years.
It hasn't been. Has it really been that long of it?
Yeah, it's been since 2005, and it's 2023.
Man, yeah. That haven't been able to get to that 6th win. Been at 5 a couple of times. Got to 5 this year. This team has tied the winning record so far. We're going to take it off to a commercial break here real quick for the national anthem, and we'll be right back here for this Championship Friday.
After a joint surgery, injury, or illness, Meadowview and Salem Crossing are the best choices for helping you recover. Our Moving Forward rehabilitation program offers a full range of therapies. We're here to help you return home safely with the skills you need to live life on your own terms. Meadowview and Salem Crossing, 2 great options for your rehabilitation. To learn more, visit asccare.com or call 888-996-8272.
The City of Salem will have its general election on Tuesday, November the 7th. Polls will open from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. The Washington County Republican Party would like for you to vote for the following to keep the City of Salem moving forward with progress, stability, and experience. Incumbent Justin Green, Mayor. Incumbent Sally Hutabo, City Clerk Treasurer. Incumbent Danny R. Lipke, City Council District 1. Dylan M. Moore, Council District 2. Incumbent Steve Crane, City Council District 3. Randy Lee Jr., City Council District 4. Roger K. Pennington, City Council at Large. Vote for progress on November the 7th. Vote for experience. Vote Republican. Paid for by the Washington County Republican Party.
If you're looking for the best Mexican food, stop in today at El Camino in Salem. And don't forget to stop in before the game or come in up until 10 p.m. on Friday or Saturday. Come in during lunch for great specials during the week starting at just $5.65. The Speedy Gonzalez for $5.65. A taco lunch, $5.65. The quesadilla or enchilada lunch for just $5.65. Or try your choice of lunch fajitas for $9.95 or the burrito zapata. New menu coming soon at El Camino in Salem, and they're hiring servers. Weekly specials include Tuesday's taco special, buy 3, get 1 free, and Sundays, kids' meals are half price. Whether you stop in before or after the game, El Camino's is something for everyone in the family. Open till 10 p.m. on Friday and Saturday, and weekdays 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Stop in at 403 South Main Street in Salem, or call ahead at 812-586-0199 for carryout.
We welcome you here to Eastern High School for this Championship Friday on WSLM. It's Eastern versus Triton Central, Musketeers, Tigers, David versus Goliath. I'm Dylan Beach alongside Eli Guthrie here for the call. Eli, the first ever Championship Friday in Eastern High School history. I mean, what does it feel like here to be calling this one?
It feels like an honor right now to be calling this one because we both went to Eastern for 13 years. It was insane to start with that one, and now it's been 18 years of the Musketeer football program, and I'd never seen a sight like this one, a sectional title game, especially on their home field, looking to take away this one.
I was really expecting a lot more Eastern faithful here tonight, actually, Eli. Well, as it's standing right now, it's looking like Triton might have out-traveled the Musketeers. Maybe signs of what's to come here, but maybe the Musketeer faithful that are here can propel some wind into the sails of the Eastern offense tonight. Eastern has had a very spotty offense so far this year, coming in against a very good Triton Central defense. Going to have to see if Eastern can't get on the board early to give themselves a shot in this one, Eli.
That would be the ideal situation for the Musketeers in order to try to find some life in this game tonight. Like you said, David versus Goliath, a game that the Musketeers, they can lose. They had nothing to lose tonight, but this is something the Musketeers need to have a quick start, get on the board, and if they don't have the ball to start the game, stop Triton Central as quickly as they can, no matter how hard it takes.
Yeah, they got to play like there is nothing to lose, Eli, because there truly isn't. They got to play like there's no tomorrow because for some of the players on this team, this will be the last football game that they ever play. I mean, you got to always play tough in these games because you never know when it's going to be your last. I mean, some of the young underclassmen might not come back. If you're an underclassman, you got to play your hearts out for the seniors on the team. So, I mean, both sides, I expect a good fight out of both teams. As the coin toss is getting wrapped up, Eli, we're minutes away from this one now.
We are timed now, clicking under about 3 minutes before this game kicks off. Triton Central doing their traditional welcoming to their team, their captains back to the sideline. Like you said, moments away from a sectional championship here on Sectional 39 in the IHSAA. This is one we've been awaiting since last week's blowout win over Switzerland County. No traveling so far in the past 2 rounds for the Musketeers. They've had a pretty easy ride staying at home and playing some terrible teams to get to this one.
Yeah, we've mentioned it. This is Eastern's best sectional results so far in the history of the program. Got a pretty easy draw to get to this point, but still taking care of business against 2 teams that could have given an Eastern team in the past troubles. So we got to tip our caps to the coaching staff for getting them ready. Eastern, I believe, electing to defer to the second half. To open this one up will be the kicker, Cody Bannett. Going to see if he can't pin them somewhat deep on this kickoff. The return men for, Triton Central, I believe, is Dewey back there tonight. The previous kick returner was Compton. I believe he got injured in their last round against Brownstown Central.
I do remember them hearing back here. We have another radio station here with us. Their Compton got put on injury reserve and out for the rest of the season with a vertebrae injury. Will be undergoing surgery later this week, end of this week, or start next week here to decide. Hopefully he's okay, but tonight they will not have him.
We have the returners back is Dewey and Chandler. Chandler plays linebacker along with wide receiver. Going to see a lot of those 2 tonight. Cody Bannett almost ready to send us off. He gets ready to send this one. Sends it deep, a little low one. Chandler catches at the 10, up to the 20 now, trying to get up to the middle, to the 25, to the 30. Trying to lay down, gets up past the 30 to about the 34. A decent little return to start this game for number 12, Chandler.
Ideal starting field position for the Triton Central Tigers right now, as they have very little room to go to the end zone already. The 35-yard line, that's very, very favorable field position to start.
Chase Chandler caught that line drive at about the 10, started cutting up the middle of the field to the 35 was eventually where he was tackled. Was a hard man to tackle on that one. Leading his offense out to the field now, quarterback Jay Stuckey, the senior Eastern Michigan commit in the shotgun. He takes a snap, looks to throw, finds a receiver. He's trying to get to a first down marker. He's going to get there and more. That was number 13 on the play, Anthony Dunville. A first down for Triton Central, and they are already into Musketeer territory.
Stuckey absolutely lacing that last pass over to his receiver. 15 yards on the gain on the initial play of this first half for the Triton Central Tigers, as now they're lining up pretty quickly now, trying to find this first drive possession here, first trying to find their footing.
Yeah, Stuckey, now the lone man in the backfield. He's got 4 wide receivers and a wing back. He's looking for the snap once again. He takes it, looks to throw again. He's got a receiver who has some room here. Past the first down marker and more, going to be wrapped up at about the 40. Back-to-back throws, back-to-back first downs for Triton Central. That time getting in on the action, Zeke Robertson.
2 plays, 2 first downs, and about 29 yards on the plays for Triton Central. Nothing the Musketeers weren't ready to see. 2 passes to start the game. Passing game is very, very overwhelming for the Musketeers this year as their secondary struggles on very, very high occasions.
Stuckey with 1 in the backfield, motioning him out now. Looking for the snap. We're going to have a flag on the play. Going to see who that one's going to end up being on.
It's a false start on the Triton Central offense now, pushing back 5 more yards. An opening penalty that they do not want to have a false start, especially now because they're having some they're not going to have any problems to get those yards back if they got 15 on their first play.
I believe, the false start there had a little bit of motion. I think that confused somebody, got someone to jump off sides there. If you're just joining us, we're still tied here 0-0, 11:15 left on the clock here in this first quarter for this championship Friday. Stuckey, he has 1 off to his left. 4 wide receivers once again. He's looking for the shotgun snap. Takes it, looks to throw once again. Throws one out, gets deflected, and Eastern going to set up shop here for a 2nd and 15. Good little deflection from the defensive lineman there.
Perez with a nice deflection on that one. B. Dillon, looking back at that play before that false start, it was on number 22, Kemper, of the Triton Central offense, because he started moving vertically before the ball was snapped, and you can move horizontally on a play for motioning, but you cannot move vertically, which gives a false start penalty.
Multiple Kempers on this Triton Central team, both of them in the game right now, 23 and 22. 22, Kemper is in the backfield, motioning through a wide receiver now. Takes the snap, looks to throw again. He's trying to scramble out to the left. Stuckey looking downfield for a receiver, gets one. Going to be caught and tries to tiptoe down the sideline to about the 45. Not going to quite have the first down on that one. Set up a 3rd and 5.
That was the other Kemper there getting that reception. Number 13, able to find footing, tippy-toeing down the far sideline.
Yeah,
able
23.
To get, I was 23. That was 13, excuse me.
Well, if it was 23, it'd be the Kemper brother. If it was, I believe that was 23 on the play, yeah.
Okay. Well,
13's this one on the far sideline here.
Oh,
Stuckey.
Excuse me.
Stuckey looking for the snap once again, motioning through. Kemper looks for it. Hands off this time to Kemper. Kemper going to have a first down and more, down to the 25 now. And Triton Central just out of striking range here, just shy of the red zone.
The first running play for the Tigers tonight, opening up very well, finding the middle gaps, able to get the edge of that O-line or D-line of the Musketeers, setting up shop now at the 25-yard line, flipping the field immediately in about 4 plays.
You had 10 minutes and 30 seconds left in this first quarter, and Triton Central is knocking on the door. Two running backs in the backfield now for Stuckey. Takes a snap, hands off to Kemper again, gets met early, but keeps churning for about a gain of 2 on the play. Was met very fast by a Musketeer defender, but somehow spun out of it.
Briar Martin with the initial contact on that defensive play there, able to halt up Kemper on that run to start the game here, the second run of the game. Love defensive urgency for the Musketeers on these running plays.
Could have almost even had him for a loss on the play. Ends up getting a gain of about 2, almost 3 on that one. Stuckey leading his team back out of the huddle. He has Kemper with him in the backfield. Takes a snap. He's looking to throw once again. Airs one long down the field to Dunville, and that one is going to be incomplete. Was down low. He thought he caught it. Ref did not agree. Dunville not going to be able to reel that one in. Set up a 3rd and 8 here for the Musketeers.
Dunville looking to trap that one on the turf when going to reception. He made a little cup with his arms on the ground to imagine it for you guys at home, trying to make a cup with his hands, trying to trap that one on the turf. Ended up sliding right through his elbows and putting it on the ground. Incomplete pass, making a 3rd down and medium.
Triton Central, 3 wide receivers off to the right. Stuckey motioning one through now. He looks for the snap, looks to throw once again. He's got some pressure coming. There's going to be a flag on the play. He tries to throw one out. That one was thrown to a man who was already on the ground. We're going to see who this flag is on this play.
Instant pressure from Pacheco of that defense for the Musketeers, coming in the backfield very quickly to halt Stuckey up on his pass attempt. Ended up falling out way, and then Kemper was on the ground when he tried to make that reception.
We're going to see who the flag is on. If that one's not getting picked up, I'm not sure who that one's going to be on here, Eli.
Looks like we're going to have a decline.
Yeah.
It was a penalty on Triton Central because they're asking illegal shift on Triton Central.
I'd have to agree to decline on that one. Make them go for it or make them kick the field goal here. It looks like Triton Central is going to elect to go for it, getting aggressive here early. We're going to have a timeout here for Eastern. Their first one used just 9 minutes and 30 seconds into this championship Friday. We'll be back after this short break from our sponsors.
He's going to go to the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana.
From South Bend to Evansville and from Vincennes to Richmond, all over Hoosier country. Catch Indiana University football all season long. The Wisconsin Badgers are in town to face the Hoosiers this weekend. Our coverage begins at 10 a.m. on the Neal Tire and Auto Service Radio Network from Learfield.
We welcome you back here at Eastern High School, where it is still tied up at zip apiece. It's got 9 minutes and 36 seconds left in here in this first quarter. The teams are trotting back out onto the field following that Eastern timeout. We're looking to get a good defensive unit out on the field to get this stand on 4th and 8. Triton Central getting aggressive early. They've had a very, very easy drive so far with minimal resistance. Going to see what Eastern has for them now. Stuckey with Kemper in the backfield. He's got 4 receivers and a wing back. Looking for the snap out of the shotgun now. Takes it. Looks to throw once again. There's one long. That one's going to be to Dunville. He's going to catch that one for a first down and more. He's trying to get into the end zone. And he is going to get stuffed at about the 1 yard line. That is a nightmarish situation there for the Musketeers, but they do prevent him from getting into the end zone on that play.
Just what the Tigers called on that one, finding Dunville on the crossing route over the middle, able to find a footing down the right sideline here as they're trying to this line very quickly on the half-yard line.
Triton Central lining up in a very, very big formation here. Going to probably just sneak this one in. Stuckey looking for it under the center. Takes it, pushes forward. He's going to get into the end zone. The first points belong to Triton Central. The first punch has been thrown. They lead 6-0 over the Musketeers.
Not a start that's very, very convenient for the Musketeers now down 6-0 early to this big powerhouse team of Triton Central. Now they have to find a way on offense to get something to stop. They had a chance to turn Triton Central over, but our receiver was able to find some space over the middle and get some area and make a play. Huge touchdown for Triton Central now as they're seeing their D1 commit kicker out to send this one extra point.
Now out. Indy 11 Academy member Dewey, the kicker, out to kick this one, has been a great soccer player. It's up. That one is good, and that is one of the prettiest PATs we've seen this year, Eli. Up high and in. Dewey, one of 4 Deweys to play for Triton Central over the years. One of 3 straight to be a kicker for this team. It's almost like a namesake type of thing for him, Eli, but he puts it up through the uprights to extend that lead out to 7-0. Here from Eastern High School, 9:25 left in this first quarter.
Talking to some players from Musketeer team, they initiated that they made some plays that were trick plays tonight against Triton Central. Knowing that they had nothing to lose, they're trying to get things going quickly because this passing game is going to be very adamant tonight for the Musketeers because the run game, that pack D line for Triton Central is not going to give up things very easily.
Yeah, I'd have to imagine they're going to load the box as often as they can. Interesting storyline to watch is how Eastern is going to return these kicks here tonight, Eli. They had some issues with them versus Crystal House whenever the return men went down with injury. Hopefully they've gotten it figured out over this last week or two. Dewey back out to send this one back underway. The return men for the Musketeers is Braden Jones and Nathan McBride, the backfield duo. Dewey sends one off. It's a low drive. Jones going to field it about the 15. He's just going to drop to the ground, not make an attempt at it. And that's where it kind of shows the injuries for Eastern. Caden Templer, Garrett Drury probably picks that one up and fields that one, Eli.
We saw something previously for the Musketeers where Braden Jones a few weeks ago, after the injury to Garrett Drury, tried to pick the ball up and run with it, ended up muffing the kickoff, turning the ball over to the team, to their opponent in the red zone, giving a touchdown up quickly. So that's probably a prevention play right there for the Musketeers.
Cody Bannett leads this team out onto the field, the junior quarterback. Only 84 yards passing last week on 7 attempts. Going to see what he can't do this week. 9:24 left in this first quarter. Eastern trails 7-0. Eastern in a very powerful package. Cody Bannett under center for a very rare occurrence. Hands off to Braden Jones. He's going to get up the middle for just about a gain of a couple.
Initial contact there from number 54, Richardson from Triton Central, making the tackle on that play, making his presence known, that huge defensive line. We can see it here, Dylan, that line that's pretty big for Triton Central, able to stop that run quickly, gain about 3 on the play, bring up 2nd down and 7 to start this game for the Musketeers.
Yeah, very rare under center snap there for Cody Bannett. Haven't seen that a lot this year. A lot of their actions been out of the shotgun. But this might be what we see out of Eastern because he's under center again. Looks for it, fakes the handoff this time. He was trying to wheel out, and he gets sacked almost instantly. Not sure what the play was there. Once again, Richardson in on the play.
Yeah, Richardson was on the play that time, making a sack in the backfield, stopping the Musketeers very quickly. Bannett was not able to find any wheel out on that one to the far side like we saw in previous plays of previous games this year. A problem for the Musketeers to start now.
3rd and 12 now here for Eastern, way behind the sticks here without either of their star receivers. Going to see what they're looking for here. Two running backs in the backfield. Bannett takes a snap, hands off to McBride. He tries to get outside the line of scrimmage, gets met instantly by Kemper, and that is going to set up a 4th and long here early for the Musketeers.
A quick 3 and out for this Triton defense to start the game, making things well known that they're not going to make any problem. They're going to have a lot of problems with the Musketeer offense tonight. Kemper getting that tackle on McBride in that run last time, and then sack from Richardson, the 2-tackle guy already now for Triton Central, punting it away now, the Musketeers.
7:40 left in this first quarter. Eastern trailing early, 7-0 to Triton Central. Cody Bannett looking for the punt. Sends one off. A pretty good punt there. Going to see where Dewey fields this one. Going to let it bounce. He's going to try to field it at the 30. Trying to get upfield now. Switching sides now with a little bit of misdirection. Getting upfield now to the 50, to the 45. Tries to juke. Gets up. Pass out of bounds a little bit. A very electric return there for Dewey. All the way down to the 40-yard line. I don't know how he wasn't caught during that return, Eli.
He has a quick, shifty step on him, Dewey does. He had to retreat all the way back to the 30-yard line to retrieve that ball. Actually let it bounce a few times down, let it Musketeer bounce down there. A very nice punt from Cody Bannett at that time. But trying to slice and dice his way through that Musketeer punt unit, ended up getting up to the 38-yard line, ready to start the second drive for Triton Central.
Yeah, you can tell that he is a soccer player at heart. Really zipping through that defense right there. Almost Messi-esque on that one. Stuckey trying to lead another touchdown drive here for Triton Central. He's the lone man in the backfield, trying to motion a few of his guys through now. A lot of them here trying to get set up now. Stuckey, the lone man, looks to throw once again. Gets pressured out, trying to scramble now. Looks for a receiver near the marker, gets it to him. Cody Bannett going to be meeting him there, stopping him from getting that first down. Going to be a 2nd and short.
An improvising play from Stuckey, the quarterback there, getting instant pressure from Caleb Kingham at outside DN parts of position. But now Stuckey was able to find his way around it, getting back, making a pass. 2nd down and 4 coming up.
Showing why he's a nationally ranked quarterback, a 3-star according to 24/7, 104th ranked quarterback in the country. He's got one running back in the backfield. Motions Kemper through once again. Looks to throw. He's going to find Kemper. Kemper trying to get up the sideline to the 20, to the 15. Jukes gets down inside the 10. Gets wrapped up by Connor Cleek inside the 10. But Triton Central going to be knocking for 1st and goal here from the 8.
Reese Weiniger on the attempted tackle there, not able to get it down like he wanted to, just kind of falling to the grass. Try to trip up Kemper on that reception. But now knocking the door again, like you said, inside the 10-yard line, looking to open up this gap to 14.
Yeah, just 6:26 left in this first half, and Triton Central's looking like they're about to take a 2-touchdown lead over Eastern. Stuckey, he's got 2 running backs in the backfield now, motioning Kemper through. Takes a snap, hands off to the other Kemper. Kemper trying to get into the end zone, being wrapped up by Caleb King. He's going to be ruled just shy of the end zone, going to be wrapped over about the 1-yard line. Few Triton guys thought that was going to be a touchdown right away. Caleb King showing a little bit of fight there. We're going to see if Triton Central can't just punch this one in with another quarterback sneak from the 1. Stuckey.
Familiar position for them right now.
Yeah, Stuckey getting right back into that heavy formation. Takes it. He's going to get into the end zone. The second punch has been thrown from Triton Central. They're going to take a 13-0 lead with the Dewey PAT pending.
This lead already opening up big for Triton Central now as they're up 13-0, like Dylan had mentioned. That prediction for John Harrell already coming into works now, already about quarter of the way to 42 points.
And just with 6 minutes and 4 seconds left in this first quarter, it's already looking to be do or die time here for the Musketeers. Almost certainly going to have to get a touchdown on the board here soon, Eli. We've seen what this Triton Central offense can do. They can put points up in bunches. We're going to see what Dewey can do with this PAT. The snap is down. It's up. That one's good once again. 14-0 here, Triton Central.
His kicks, his PAT kicks are so powerful. They almost need a catch net behind that goalpost because he's sitting it so far back, about near the fence of the outside.
Outside that Prius back there.
Yeah, that Prius is under severe pressure now in this game.
Might hit Scott and Bev over there grilling tenderloins tonight. We're going to see Eastern trot back out with the special teams. Last offensive drive, if you're just joining us, was very unfortunate for the Musketeers. Had a good first down run, and then it was nothing but going backwards from there. Going to see if Eastern can't regroup, maybe open up the playbook a little bit more this time around.
Maybe something that would look very good for the Musketeers tonight. We do have something the Musketeers need to try a little bit better at, and it's finding, like I've said in the pregame, key to the game, buy in. They all just seem like they do not want to be here. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting from this Musketeer sideline, that they're ready just for this. They already have conceded in this game.
Yeah, gotta have to see some fight here coming back into this one. Still a lot of football to be played here tonight, Eli. By no means is this one over. Dewey getting ready to send this one back underway. Sends one deep. A line drive. That one's going to get down. Not going to roll out of bounds. Braden Jones is going to have to get on that one. And that ball was masterfully kicked by Dewey. That's going to pin Eastern down on the 1-yard line here, Eli.
About the position they do not want to be in exceptionally right now. Inside their own 1-yard line, they're going to have to send Bannett out there, looking to be in the shotgun position now because an under center play right here with that big defensive line from Triton Central would initially target him very quickly and pin it back maybe for a safety.
It may not be raining right now outside physically, Eli, but it sure is pouring for the Musketeers right now. Bad offensive drive last time out, now pinned all the way on their 1-yard line from a kickoff. It rolling all the way down the field. I mean, I guess it's better than Triton Central just picking it up and running it in. But we're going to see if Eastern can't get off the goal line here and prevent this safety from happening. Bannett, under center, takes a snap, tries to sneak up for a few yards. He's going to get himself off the doorstep. Going to see if he can't do something more on this second down with a little bit of wiggle room.
Well, Dylan, when it rains, it pours now. The Musketeers from 2nd down and 7 from their own 4.5-yard line is going to be a problem if they cannot get outside of their own side of the field here. They haven't made it past the 15-yard line to start this game.
Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Dean is electing to play a little bit of that that Indiana high school football math tonight. 4 times 3 equals 12, Eli. That's a first down every time. Maybe just going to be trying to do some very heavy packages to try to push it down the field. Not going to be anything pretty as Eastern electing to use their second timeout here from this 2nd and 7. 5:21 left in this first quarter. Eastern trails 14-0 over Triton Central. We'll be right back after this message.
Hello, folks. Craig Martin at Billy Martin's store. I'd like to start off by saying a big thank you to everyone that voted us your best place to purchase appliances, furniture, and floor coverings in Washington County for another year. At Billy Martin's store, we have so much more to offer our loyal customers. Not only do we carry a complete line of GE Hot Point and Speed Queen appliances, but also a full line of home furnishings as well. Beautiful, quality name brand furniture and living room suites, sectionals, recliners, dining room suites, bedroom suites, lamps, and sectionals. And Bose Bedding, made in the USA, and Moe's Furniture and Bedding is made right here in Southern Indiana. Billy Martin's store has a nice display of all of your floor covering, carpets, vinyls, tiles, laminates, Somerset hardwood flooring. We offer you low prices, free home and business estimates, and professional installation by our own installers. Billy Martin's store offers you free delivery, free haul away.
We welcome you back here to Eastern High School, where a mismatched matchup is starting to get underway here. Eastern trailing 14-0 to Triton Central. 2nd and 7 from the 4-yard line now. Cody Bannett in the shotgun. Jones off to his right. Hands off to Jones. Trying to bounce past that line. He's going to get up for a first down and more. And Eastern going to get their first down of the night. A huge run there for Braden Jones to keep this drive going.
The kind of running that we're used to from Braden Jones, especially in these past 2 games. Before this one, he able to find gaps incredibly well up to this one. Now we're going to see a more open and conservative kind of play style from the Musketeers. They got that first down.
Yeah, Braden Jones over this year, he's done a lot of great running against smaller teams. This is going to be a big matchup for Braden Jones here tonight. Going to see how he runs against a team that is about as big as he is. 1st and 10 from the 13 now. Bant looking for the snap. Takes it. Hands off to Jones once again. Bracing for impact of the line. He's going to maybe get a yard there due to forward progress. Maybe not even that on that play.
A change of pace there from the offensive line of Musketeers. I do notice they have someone different in the offensive line now for the Musketeers. Guthrie, the 54 tonight. He's now on the offensive line for the Musketeers. Don't know who they might have lost on that offensive line.
I believe that would have been Landon Rose. Replacing there.
Landon Rose out for the rest of the season now tonight. Could be the last game of the season, looking to be that way right now. Replacing him is Adam Guthrie, number 54. But now it's 2nd down and 8 for the Musketeers from their own, inside their own 25-yard line. It's huge crunch time now for the Musketeers.
Going to have to get back ahead of schedule here on 2nd down. 2 running back set. Hands off to Jones. We're going to have going to see what the call is here. Delay a game here on Eastern. That's not great for Eastern there, Eli.
Make that 2nd down and 14 now for the Musketeers coming up when things get back underway from this matchup tonight. But something that we need to watch out for the Musketeers is their ability to roll out right with Cody Bannett and find a receiver over the middle. At least they used to be able to with Caden Temple. But now we have a lone matchup over here. It looks to be Chandler Dukes in this lone matchup against Dunville, the receiver.
I think that might be Hofflin.
Hofflin?
Yeah.
Eli Hofflin.
Yeah, I believe that's Eli Hofflin over here on the lone matchup. Bannett looking for the 2nd down snap. Takes it. Hands off McBride. He gets met at the line of scrimmage very early. He might have got a yard back on that one. Regardless, going to be a 3rd and very long here for Eastern.
Very, very loose favorable position for the Musketeers. 3rd down at about 6:13 coming up, I'd say. About 3rd down and 13 coming up for the Musketeers. Not something they want to see very often in this game. It's something they saw last time around, having to punt from their own end zone initially. Might have to do the same thing here as Bannett is trying to find an answer for this tough defensive line for Triton Central.
If you're just joining us from home, there's 3 minutes left in this first quarter. Eastern trails 14-0 over Triton Central. They're driving right to left on your radio dial. Bannett takes a snap, looking to throw now. Finds a receiver, gets hit and knocked out of bounds at about the original line of scrimmage. Not going to be enough to get anywhere near that first down marker, Eli.
A receiver that usually plays quarterback, that's Pacheco on the reception that time. Not getting very close to anywhere on that one. 4th down and 9 coming up, their initial spot they had after that first run from Braden Jones to start the drive.
Going to see another punt here from Cody Bannett. 14-0 in this one. 2:30 left in this game. Got to see if he can't air this one deep. Bannett sends off a knuckleball. Going to bounce. Dewey going to try to get it about the 40. He's up to the 45, now to the 50. Juking around. Gets up, takes a burst of speed up to the 30. He might house this one to the 20, to the 15. He's not going to get tackled. He's going to score on this punt return. We're going to see what the flag's going to be on. I think that one's probably going to come back, but still a incredible return from Dewey.
Exactly what the Tigers called, assuming this play stands for a touchdown for Triton Central on the punt return. But I can predict they have a legal block in the back or maybe a holding call on Triton Central pushing this one back because the offense is now coming onto the field.
Yeah, that was a crazy return. I mean, Dewey uses his bursts of speed well throughout these returns. A very dangerous return, man. Gonna see what Eastern can do with their newfound luck on that one. Triton Central going to be pushed back on that one due to the flags. That touchdown's not going to stand, but Dewey would probably still add that one to a highlight reel somewhere, Eli.
I'm sure he would. You saw a little celebratory running there from Dewey on the last few yards into the end zone there. He kind of trotted along the edge of the end zone, traveling horizontally across the field before he got in the end zone. The flag, though, brought it back to the 40-yard line, setting up shop for Triton Central now.
Second best starting field position for Triton Central here tonight. Going to be just shy of Musketeer territory on the 40. Stuckey looking for the snap. He's looking to throw once again. Airs one over the middle. Going to be deflected by Hofflin. Should have almost been intercepted. The pass was intended for Kemper. Hofflin doing a great job almost picking that one off.
The freshman Hofflin making the exemplary play on that one, knocking that ball down when needed. A great play, potentially a touchdown-saving knockdown there from Hofflin.
Should have had a pick on that one almost. Was a good bat on the ball there, though.
Not something that we see usually from Hofflin. Hofflin is maybe his first time playing defense this year.
Playing safety in lieu of Garrett Drury out there. Motioning now through is Stuckey. Looking to throw again. He's got pressure coming from Caleb King. Airs one long. Going to see if that one gets completed. Cody batting that one down. There was a couple of Triton Central defenders in the area. Cody Bannett doing a great job of batting that one down. Second down, turns to nothing. 3rd and 10 here.
There was 4 bodies in the area of that football. They all ran right into each other when that ball came down to try to make a catch. Bannett tried making the great defensive play there, going for the interception, keeping that receiver off the line of the ball. Could have been a pass interference if he could not find his way back to the ball.
No, you're silly, Eli.
No, he could not find his way back to the ball.
Lawson and Chandler were fighting for it. Bannett got a hand in there. 3rd and long here for the Triton Central. Takes it off to his running back. He's got room. He's going to have a first down. Fumble! And Perez is going to fall on that one at midfield, and Eastern has got the break they were looking for. Perez going to drop on that one at midfield. Was thrown to the running back, Kemper, and that's going to be a nice little break for this Eastern offense.
Kemper making that huge mistake for Triton Central now, turning the ball over in the final 2 minutes of this first quarter in the sectional championship. Now, the best starting field position for the Musketeers in neutral territory at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, he was trying to cut back towards the middle to get some more yardage there. Not sure who the Eastern defender was that stripped that one out. I just know that Perez dropped on that one fast, did what every lineman is supposed to do, just drop on the ball. He's going to recover the ball, setting up Eastern just shy of Triton territory, right on the neutral zone. Bannett with 2 running backs in the backfield. He's looking for the snap out of the shotgun. Takes it. Hands off to Jones. Jones going to get up for about a gain of 5 or 6. Keeps on turning. And the ball is out once again. Triton Central going to set up shop once again. Braden Jones on a great run, and that one is just going to be ripped out of his hands.
Chandler making the big hit on Jones there, knocking the ball free for Triton Central. 2 turnovers in 2 plays. Not an ideal situation for the Musketeers now, as they're going to get the ball right back in very good field position for Triton Central.
That's a Kafkaesque nightmare right there, Eli. Giving them something of a glimpse of hope there. Ripping the ball right back out of Jones's hands as he was falling down. It was a great run. Had about a gain of about 7 or 8 on the play. Was falling down as he's falling down. He's going one way. Ball gets ripped out the other way. Triton Central setting shop up on their 42. We're going to have a timeout, the first for Triton Central. If you're just joining us, minute 37 left in this first quarter. Eastern trails Triton Central 14-0. We'll be right back after this message from our sponsor.
Keep playing. Keep working. Keep going. and keep moving with the exceptional orthopedic care at Baptist Health. With an experienced team and a full line of advanced services and procedures, it's no wonder most people choose Baptist to help them keep on keeping on. Visit baptisthealth.com/ortho to find a Baptist Health provider.
We welcome you back here to Eastern High School, home of the Musketeers, where the Musketeers trail the Triton Central Tigers 14-0. I'm Dylan Beach alongside my partner, Eli Guthrie. Teams are trotting back out to get this one back underway. Triton Central fumbling the ball to Eastern, and then Eastern fumbling it right back, Eli. What a momentum swing that was.
Yes, it was. Before the break, we saw those key turnovers from both teams now. Great field position to start for their third drive of the game for the Musketeers. Not able to find very good footing now as their defense got a break and their offense could not catch a break. They're back on the field now for defensive possessions.
First and down here for Stuckey. Has a very loaded backfield. He's looking for the snap, takes it, hands off to Kemper. Kemper trying to bust through, holding on to the ball this time. He's going to get up to about the 50-yard line and be just shy of the first down marker.
A little bit of push there from Robertson of that backfield of the Triton Central, giving a little push there to Kemper, making him a few extra yards on that run up to the 50-yard line in the Musketeer territory.
Yeah, Zeke Robertson, the sophomore wide receiver, has been motioning through a lot tonight, was a great blocker on that one. Stuckey once again right in here with a one running back set. Motioning Robertson through again. Looks to pass, finds Robertson. That one's going to be dropped, set up a third down. Robertson had nothing but daylight on that one. Drops it. 57.9 seconds left in this first quarter. 3rd and 1.
This is a position now for the Musketeers where they need to get off the field. They've had trouble doing so in previous drives, getting pinned back against their own goal line. The Triton Central having that big front, pushing it right in. QB seeking 2 touchdowns already.
Going to see what Stuckey draws up here on the 3rd and short. He's got a loaded backfield once again, motioning Robertson through. Takes a snap, gives it to Kemper. Kemper going to have a first down and more. Down past the 45, was tackled all the way for about a 5-yard gain by Perez. Going to set up shop at about the 44 for a first down for Triton Central.
Perez getting involved very, very quickly in this game tonight. Had the fumble recovery earlier, and now has a big tackle that was saved a few yards for the Musketeers, holding back now.
Yeah, Perez met him early, but tackled him forward for a lot of yards on that one. Ball in the 44 here for Triton Central. Stuckey looking for the snap. He's motioning Kemper to a wingback now. Takes a snap, looks to throw. He's trying to air one long this time. He's looking for one, going to see, and he has Robertson in the end zone. Touchdown, Triton Central.
A play that fooled the Musketeers the whole time it happened. Robertson was able to sneak behind the secondary there. The lone safety back there was Hofflin. Hofflin was not able to make a play on that one. Robertson was just too quick. Touchdown, a big long bomb about 45 yards.
We mentioned Robertson previously as a pass blocker, and he dropped that pass out of the flat earlier. A lot of trust between him and his quarterback to air that one long for a big touchdown of 44 yards to the sophomore wide receiver, Zeke Robertson. Back out once again is Dewey. Going to see if he can't move to being perfect, stay on being perfect on PATs tonight.
That Prius is going to be some under pressure right now.
Kick is up. It's good. Good kick, good hold. Going to be easy every time there.
And the ball boys are ready to put this one on the sideline. 21-0 for Triton Central to open this game up. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns not 3 touchdowns for them. They had a turnover. 4 drives, 3 for 4, 75% on their percentage now for touchdowns. 21-0 opening this game up. We're going to see the Musketeer offense again looking to not repeat their last possession, turning it over on the first play, but hopefully get Jones going and try to find that passing game they haven't had tonight.
Yeah, Eastern going to have to start getting tricky with it now. Their best field position of the night, they had gotten into Triton Central territory on the Jones run, was wrapped up and fumbled in Triton Central territory. I mean, that is just a backbreaker of a situation. Got to see how Eastern bounces back here, now down 3 scores at home.
A problem for the Musketeers. They have not given up this many points in the first quarter since Brownstown the second week of the year. But now it's 18.7 seconds to go, just a little over about 11 minutes and 45 seconds played in this first quarter, and they're already down 21-0.
Dewey about ready to send this one off again. His last kick down the Musketeers on the 1. Going to see if we have a repeat of that. Another long kick to Nathan McBride this time. McBride going to field it at about the end zone. He's running up to the 10, now to the 15, going to be shoved out of bounds at about the 15 or 16. Maybe should have let that one just go into the end zone.
He definitely should have. Now McBride able to find a way out to the outside, getting the edge that time for about 2 or 3 yards, setting him up in about the 15-yard line, right where you called it. So now they're in the same position they had in the past 2 drives. They had it outside that little fumble recovery from Perez that last time around. It's going to be a huge drive for the Musketeers now, looking to escape this big deficit they have brewing for them.
Yeah, we're going to see if Eastern can't get on the scoreboard in this first half. Just 13 seconds left in this third quarter. We're going to see what Coach Dean has cooking up for his team in this drive.
Looking to see one of those trick plays they have drawn up in film these past few weeks, these past few days. Look to make a big progress here.
Bennett and the 2 running back set. Hands off to Jones. Jones trying to get up to the line of scrimmage. He's going to get maybe a gain of 1 or 2 on the play. That will be the last play of this first quarter. If you're just joining us, Eastern trails 21-0 over against Triton Central. And we'll be right back after this break.
Party time is rolling on at McDonald's in Salem, Mitchell, and West Baden. Hosted birthday parties are continuing to gain in popularity. McDonald's birthday parties include goodie bags for each guest, a gift for the birthday child, meals with the choice of cheeseburger, hamburger, or nuggets, along with fries, choice of drink for each guest, a birthday cake, and ice cream. Now the Play Place is closed for an inclusive 2-hour private party. That's right, the Play Place closes down for the 2-hour event. Call event coordinator Renee Lewis at 812-788-0126 to schedule your party for Salem, Mitchell, or West Baden today. Renee and her staff will set everything up, take care of all the serving and work during the party, and take care of all the cleanup. All this for a party of up to 10 kids for $130. And it's just $5 for additional children. Parties at Salem allow children to play, while the McDonald's in Mitchell and West Baden will feature age-appropriate games. Let McDonald's make your child's next birthday party stress-free for you and fun for them. Call Renee at 812-788-0126 today and get your next party on the schedule.
We welcome you back here to Eastern High School for the start of this second quarter. Eastern trails 21-0 to the Triton Central Tigers. Eli, a very eventful first quarter, a lot of scoring for Triton, a little bit of resistance there for Eastern. What are some of the things you saw in that first quarter, Eli?
I saw a lot of dominance from Triton Central, a little bit of nothing from the Musketeers as they're now trailing big to the Triton Central right now.
Cody Bennett and the 2 running back set takes it, pitches out to Nathan McBride. He's trying to get to the outside, gets tripped up early, and that's going to be very bad. No good for the Musketeers. Going to set up a 3rd and long here.
Once again, like I have seen the previous few drives, nothing working for the Musketeers tonight. This overwhelming defense from Triton Central just halting in everything they do.
They got great athletes across the board. I mean, Triton Central, they get all over the place. They remind me of some of the better college football defenses across the country. I mean, they just have athletes and they fly north, south, east, and west. I mean, it's going to be hard to get anything going, especially outside runs when they have quick linebackers and cornerbacks. Going to see what Coach Dean draws up for this 3rd down. Cody Bennett under center now. Fakes or gives the handoff right from Braden Jones, runs right up the middle. Kind of just giving up on that one. Going to see what Eastern does here on 4th and 12. Probably just another Cody Bennett punt.
The junior Wilkins on that tackle there for Triton Central, setting the Musketeers up for 4th down and 11 now. Nothing working for the Musketeers. It's a huge problem so far, not getting the running game going. When they did, it was a turnover initially.
Yeah, we're going to see what Triton Central does with this punt. The last punt return, Dewey housed it, but it came back due to penalty. We're going to see what he can do on this one. Bennett sends one off. This is not a very good punt. This one might not get to half field, and it also takes a Triton Central bounce. That one is only going to be about a 15, only 10-yard punt on the play. That's not awesome there.
They might score in one play here as they're setting up shop almost in the red zone. 25-yard line now for Triton Central after that botched punt from Cody Bannett.
Was punted from the 15. 15 was the line of scrimmage, only got to about the 25. Only a 10-yard punt. I mean, you can't be having that.
I think it went higher in the air than it did further down the field, which is not reasonable at all for a punter to have.
Also,
this kind of game.
very bad is when it takes the Triton Central bounce too, rolls back about 5 to 10 yards on the punt. Not ideal there for Eastern. Going to see Triton Central just shy of the red zone here. 10:29 left in this first half. Stuckey motioning Robertson through once again. Takes a snap, hands off to Kemper. Kemper trying to get outside. He's going to. He's turning upfield. We're going to have a flag on the play and a fumble, and Robertson's going to fall on that one, but I believe the flag is going to be on Triton Central on that.
It's going to be a holding on number 51, William Ball of that Triton Central O-line as Kemper was trying to get the outside edge there. He was holding that defensive lineman of the Musketeers. The flag I saw come in right as he started doing so. We stepped back 10 yards, first down and 20 coming up.
Eastern's got to have someone almost get on that fumble, dude. Robertson was the only guy in the area. He dove on it pretty fast. That was heads-up playing by him. But regardless, going to be a first and long now for Triton Central.
Nothing too big problematic for Triton Central as they've had no problem moving the ball down the field against this Musketeer secondary. With that lone secondary defender of free safety, Elijah Hoffman, something that he hasn't done all season, replacing an injured Musketeer. Now we're going to see Drury to be, in fact. Now we're going to see how he can step up here as the pass maybe the go-to right now.
Stuckey once again motioning Robertson through. Takes a snap, looks to throw. He's trying to air one. Rolls out of the pocket left. He's going to take off and run. Breaks one. Gets to about the 15. Now gets tripped up at about the 10 or 11. Good little run there for Stuckey. He's going to move the chain.
Give some props there to Dunville from that lead that had that lead blocker position there, holding his ground, giving more room for Stuckey to find his way down the field as he had no trouble getting any ground made up.
Eastern now back against the wall. 1st and 10 from the 12. Triton Central has room to get another first down here too. Stuckey, he's got both Kempers in the backfield. Motioning Kemper to the other side now. Takes a snap, hands off to Kemper. Kemper going to try to get up the middle. Met by Adam Guthrie on the play. Going to be wrapped up down around the 5-yard line. Good little first down run there for Triton Central.
Guthrie, who's been in the plays a few times there, not able to find a tackle now, up until now, making a tackle on Kemper that run. But it's something the Musketeers need to find a little bit more, is stopping them short now. Well, after 7 yards, I guess, not really that short. But still, it's something the Musketeers need to hold up now as they're almost inside the 5-yard line.
Stuckey with Kemper in the backfield once again, motioning Kemper through. He's going to go out to the wing back again. Kemper going to get it, trying to burst into the end zone, and he's going to get in that time. No quarterback sneak needed this time. Triton Central going to take a 27-0 lead over Eastern here early.
Kemper just waylays Braden Jones at defensive back, the one that's usually the running back for the Musketeers. He waylays him into the end zone, setting up their 4th touchdown of the game, making them 4 for 5 now. Big drive for Triton Central now. They had very few yards to go after that botch punt.
Good little run there for Kemper, bursting that one in. Going to see what Dewey does on this PAT here. Going to see if he can't move to 4 for 4 on the night. I almost certainly expect him to. The holder, Collier, has given some pretty good holds here tonight. We're going to see if he can't repeat that performance. The snap is down, kicks up, drills it once again. Dewey, 4 for 4 on PATs here tonight.
28-0 now. Triton Central leads over the Musketeers. 8:57 remaining in this first half. We are on our way to a run rule or a scoring rule game for the sectional championship. Triton Central is going to look to be to have their 5th sectional title in a row before the first half even up.
That's one rule I want to maybe get a rule book clarification on, Eli. Do we even get a running clock in a sectional game?
I'm not
I want to learn about, Eli. I'm not sure there. Maybe something we need to look into at halftime. I almost want to lean that maybe we won't get that, but maybe we can do a little bit of research here, Eli. Tell us some of the things you've been seeing here from both teams in this game and what really needs to change if Eastern's going to give any sort of maybe comeback in this one, Eli.
Musketeers need to try to find more of a different way to progress their offense. They're relying on the run way too much, and the run has not worked. They've passed the ball twice tonight, and it's only worked about one time, as they're seeing very little progressions now. Like, they do have a lot of injuries on their sideline, but now we're going to see a huge disadvantage for the Musketeers. Are down 4 scores, not even a quarter, 3/4 of the way through the first half.
We're going to see what Eastern can do on this return. Has some very bad return here tonight so far. Dewey looking to pin him back once again. He sends this one off deep. This one going to be fended all the way off into the end zone, almost saying put on that 1 yard line, but going to go into the end zone for a touchback. Eastern catching a little bit of break on that one.
They sure will. Now, we saw earlier that the ball is pinned on the 1 yard line. Before we flip sides at the end of that first quarter, it's something that we need to see more of for the Musketeers, is letting that ball fly into the end zone rather than trying to get things going from the half-yard line like we saw earlier. Now, Bennett is going to try to make things going a little bit differently now. When previously, all they try to do is run the ball up the middle, not trying to get outside very much, because the outside contain is very good from the Triton Central defense.
Got to see what Eastern draws up here on this drive. I believe their 5th drive of the night so far. Eli, 6th drive. I didn't think that was what our number was up to, but regardless, Eastern 6 drives, 6 fails so far. Going to see what Coach Dean's drawing up. 2 running backs set here on first down. Just 4 seconds on the play clock. Bennett takes a snap, hands off to Jones. He tries to tumble up for a couple of yards. He's only going to get about 1 or 2 on the play.
Tackle there from Triton Central is Richardson from that defense, able to get in there and make sure that outside contain is convicted to what they usually do, as they give up no ground there to Braden Jones. Now it's going to be a second down, about medium coming up.
8:30 left in this first half. Eastern trails Triton Central 28-0. For the folks just joining us, Eastern now driving left to right on your radio dial. 2nd and 7 from the 23. Bennett takes the snap, tosses out to Jones. Jones going to air one out. He's going to pass it. That ball is going to be deflected. That was one of the trick plays that Eli was talking about earlier. The intended receiver was Reese Weininger, was thrown a little short there, but almost got deflected towards Weininger on the play.
Not enough juice put on that one from Jones, as he's not usually used to throwing the ball down the field at all. When that flip out happened, I knew for a fact they were not going to get that ball up the field very far. I don't think that may not have been the play call. Jones just like, hey, if you have a receiver open down the field, at least think like an arm this down.
That surely had to have been
surely had been addressed before the snap, but I don't know. We've seen worse things.
Once again, hands off to Jones, and they are going to be stopped short, way short once again. You're going to see another punt here. And that's the ones that's got to be frustrating from a fan's perspective. I mean, you see the team opening up the playbook. Now, 3rd and 8, just running up the middle. I mean, you've only been getting about 2 yards on all these runs up the middle every time. It's almost like conceding defeat, and when you're down 28 points, I mean, you got to start taking some shots.
They should take shots a lot sooner than this, as Dewey's in the back secondary area, this 35-yard line where he received this punt.
Bennett sending this one off, hoping to have a better punt than last time. It's a low one, but it's a better punt than last time. Dewey going to catch it at the 36. He's up past the 40, to the 45, to the 50. Flips the field down to the 35. He's on the sideline. He's got a couple to beat. Trying to get to the middle now. He might return this one to the 20. Cuts back to the 15, to the 10. And he's going to score that one. Levi Dewey, a miraculous return there, giving Triton Central a 34-0 lead.
I was just double checking, make sure there was no flags on the play. We saw a house punt earlier, making it house punt earlier from Dewey that would call back on flags, but now it was clean play that time. 34-0.
That is a miraculous return. He started on the right sideline, burst it all the way up the right sideline, cut back to the middle of the field, then ended up getting back to the right side. I mean, he's a very dynamic athlete, and you can tell every time he goes to run, maybe going to be a little bit tired for this PAT attempt, Eli.
That conditioning from soccer really came to work now, as he probably ran more yards than he had to get to the end zone, about 75 yards. It seemed like he ran on that play, going all the way from the right side of the far side of the field back to this other side, which is 52.5 yards to be exact. So he ran quite a few yards on that play.
Was a crazy return there. Dewey for the PAT. It's up. It's good once again. He fielded that one all the way back at the 36, Eli, about a 60-some-odd return there.
Yes, something very
return.
crazy. He's got to be tired after that one, but he will be back on the field. Does he play a little bit of defense, or is he only offensive?
He's a
minded?
cornerback, too.
Oh, he's had a lot of work out for him tonight.
I've read a lot about Levi Dewey in the past. I mean, he's an interesting guy. He's a soccer player, a good football player, too. Long line of Dewey's playing kicker for Triton Central, but he takes pride on being the only one of them that's really played another position. He's had two sisters play for Triton Central football. They were both kickers, very reliable kickers in the past. I believe one of them has the scoring record or the PAT record. They have one of the records out there, apparently by a long ways off. But Dewey plays cornerback. He returns punts. He's also the kicker this year. I mean, right there, showing off the fireworks to extend this lead out to 35 for Triton Central.
This running clock will be initiated at the start of the second half. If we get that, that rule has not been confirmed just yet. We will look that up when we get Commissioner's Corner in halftime show.
Yeah, I looked it up for some preliminary research. It said any game, so we'll see, but I don't know if that'll be for a sectional contest or not. Dewey getting ready to set this one back underway. 7:16 left in this one. Looking to send it off deep. It's a high screamer down this time. Jones not going to field it. Going to bounce all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Eastern going to set up shop from the 20-yard line.
Might be the best field position the Musketeers had tonight outside the fumble recovery they had.
It is tied for second best field position they have had tonight, Eli.
Which is very unfortunate for the Musketeers as they have so much ground to make up. Down 35 points and as well have to cover the whole entire field when they play offense because of that negated returns they had to have every time around.
This has been a very injury-plagued end of a season for the Musketeers. Lost Caden Temple late in the season against Charlestown, and that one was a bad injury with a collarbone. Lost Garrett Drury against Crystal House. I mean, that's both your returners right there. Had two very good returners this year. Now they're down to none of those original returners. Going to see what Eastern's looking for now. Takes the snap, hands off to Jones. Jones going to churn up past the line. He's not going to get very much, if anything, on that one.
It looks to be Xavier Seabrook on the tackle there to make initial contact for the Triton Central Tigers. He comes up wobbling around a little shaken up on that tackle, stopping Brain Jones, that big hefty running back, power back for the Musketeers, weighing his head down every time he runs.
And we have got a new quarterback in for Eastern. Number 8, the freshman quarterback, Caleb Pacheco, now in for the Musketeers. Cody Bandit on the sideline, talking to Coach Dean. We're going to see if he returns back to this one. Two running back set. Pacheco looking for the snap, takes it high. He's just going to have to fall on that one. Could have been another bad result there for Eastern, but it's going to be a 3rd and long here. Pacheco doing all he could just to fall on that one.
The new snapper for the Musketeers, Caleb King, he's only been about 3 or 4 games into doing that this year after the loss of Connor Gilstrap, not doing his position of center, but is no exception there. That ball should be put right in the money into his chest. Pacheco having no luck on that one, shutting up a long 3rd down again inside their own territory.
Thank you, Ron Albertson, for clarifying that rule on us. That is what I saw. I didn't see anything about any exceptions for that rule. Maybe going to be seeing a running clock here tonight. Should be seeing a running clock here tonight. 5:50 left in this first half. Pacheco looking to throw now. Aaron one deep. Going to see if Reese Weininger can't get under this one. Levi Dewey going to pick that one off. He's going to fumble it. Going to fall on it now as Triton Central at about the 44. But Levi Dewey adding on to his historical night. He's 5 for 5 on PATs, a punt return touchdown, and now an interception.
Connor McClure was the one falling on that one that time around after the fumble from Kemper on a huge reception that time, which I think he might have accidentally let go of that one so the ball could fly forward to one of his teammates. The ball he ended up falling on it. The ball he placed at the 44-yard line this time.
I think Dewey was trying to. I don't think Dewey was trying to fumble that one. I think he was trying to house that one once again, like his last punt. But I mean, regardless, Triton Central going to set up on maybe what would be a good arm punt from Caleb Pacheco on that one. 1st and 10 from the 44 now. Stuckey leading his team back out here. We don't know maybe how much more of him we'll even see tonight. I mean, he's a senior. D1 commit, maybe getting rested up for the next round. Takes the snap, gives it to Kemper. Kemper gets up the middle, breaks the tackle from Adam Guthrie, trying to get to the outside, to the 35, to the 30, trotting down the sideline to the 20. Maybe stepped out a little bit earlier than that. A great run from Kemper. Don't know how he miraculously stayed in bounds for that long, breaking Musketeer tackles all the way.
Hoffman and Pacheco able to stop the run there, not housing that edge run there from Kemper, finding the outside edge when the edge was wide open from the Musketeers, not making any down play there, setting this team up inside the red zone once again at the 16-yard line.
Going to see if Eastern can't get a stop from inside the red zone now. Triton Central knocking on the door from the 17. Stuckey in the shotgun. Looks for the snap. Hands off once again. Busts up the middle. He's going to run down all the way down to the goal line. Going to be stopped on that one. That one's going to be Braden Brown, the sophomore on the carry. A good little run on first down, taking it all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Caleb King was in the backfield immediately after that snap, finding Stuckey. If Stuckey would have handed that ball off, he might have been flattened. Caleb King was in the area trying to make a tackle. Ended up, Braden Brown, like you said, finding a lane, getting up to the inside of the goal line, half-yard line.
Stuckey takes it again, tosses out to Brown. Going to see if he can't finish it off for a touchdown. There he is going to get in, but we're going to see a couple of flags get thrown down on this play. Don't think this one's going to stand.
Looking to think about it now, is if the flag was after the touchdown or before the touchdown will be a call right now.
Face mask on Eastern. That one is going to stand.
Will that be a touchdown though? I've not seen him cross the white line. Did he score the touchdown?
Yeah, he did score a touchdown. The far referee called it a touchdown. Brown going to get his touchdown here tonight. He had the first down run, getting them all the way down to the goal line. They didn't take it away from the quarterback sneak. Good for him, I guess.
It's 41-0 now, pending the PAT from Dewey. We're going to see if the Musketeers can try to find some life in a game that they've been dead in the whole time.
We're going to see what Dewey can do. Maybe extend this one out to 42. Dewey, he's 5 of 5 on PATs of the night. He's been maybe one of the stars in this one so far for Triton Central. Snap is down. Kick is up. A wobbler this time. Still going to be good for Dewey.
Make that 42-0 now. Perfect for Dewey on the PATs tonight. It's 42-0. Musketeers have no life in this one. They're all just dragging their feet, ready for this game to get over with. And we still have 5 minutes till halftime.
Yeah, no signs of this one ending soon.
No, not at all. It's 8 o'clock already, and we're not even reached halftime. There's been 6 stoppages in the clock so far, at least for touchdowns, that is. We've had a few penalties and timeouts there. Two timeouts taken from the Musketeers in this first half.
For the folks at home that are just joining us, you haven't really missed much from an Eastern perspective. 42-0 is your score. 4:46 left in this first half. It's been all Triton Central so far.
It really has, and it's not going to change anytime soon. After that face mask penalty, they'll be kicking off from the opposing 45-yard line this time.
Probably onside kick it.
Might as well. I mean, heck, they'd be in heck of a field position. They got it.
I mean, they've downed them on the one before. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they did something tricky with this kick. I wouldn't imagine them just willingly just punting it into the end zone here, Eli.
Dewey, the very, very not famous, but talented kicker with this one. Looking to see a onside kick, I believe, if they have the opportunity.
Going to see what Triton Central's looking for here. 4:46 left in this first quarter. Dewey getting ready to send us back underway. Airs one long. He's just going to take the touchback. Going to send that one down to the long jump pit.
He might have been trying his long field goals there, as that one almost went over the uprights. And for a good 3 points, if that's how that worked. It does not.
You're giving him a little too much credit there. He was pretty short on it being a field goal.
It went past the end line of the back of the end zone.
He didn't have the distance.
But he had the leg if he really put an extra look into it.
He would have had to have got that one up another 15 yards deeper if that one was going in. But he does have a lot of leg power on him. We've mentioned it. The Indy 11 Academy member, Dewey, he has a pick. He has a return touchdown here tonight. Going to see if Eastern can't bounce back in this one. get a little bit of momentum out of this game. I mean, the first ever championship Friday for this Eastern football program. And so far, it's looking like it's going to be one they're going to look to forget.
It's getting that way, Dylan. Maybe one they're going to forget, but definitely maybe not forget as well, as this is their only time they've ever made to the section title game on a Friday night.
Pacheco takes a snap. Going to have a flag here on the play. Not sure what happened on that one. Pacheco fielding that snap cleanly. Going to be a false start on the offense.
We might have a false start on big Aiden Miller on that left guard position. I saw some preliminary movement before the ball was snapped there. A little miscommunication on the snap count that time around.
It's not awesome here for Eastern, Eli.
It is not. They're already pinned what's inside their own 20-yard line now. It's 1st and 15 this time around after the false start penalty.
Yep. Going to see what Pacheco can't do here on first down.
Hopefully get something going with this double backfield set for him now with Jones and McBride.
Two running backs in, as Eli mentioned. Pacheco takes the high snap, looks for the quarterback draw. He's going to trip a little bit. He might need to be getting checked on that one. Looked like he took a little bit of an awkward fall on that one.
Yeah, the tackle from that time came from Courtney Dunville, the other Dunville in this game, came from him that time around, tackling them back in the field, flattening Pacheco on that QB draw set up right there. Now we're going to see a second down and about 18 coming up now.
Now, this one so far has been Eastern and the terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day so far, Eli. No positives so far here for Eastern other than getting the one fumble out of it. Going to see if Pacheco can't lead a drive. Takes the snap, hands off to McBride, and that one's going to be fumbled, and Triton Central going to take back over once again inside the red zone. It gets worse, Eli.
Dunville making the effort that time around again, getting up and celebrating after that forced fumble that time around. We have 3 minutes and 59 seconds remaining in this first half, and Triton Central is set up inside the red zone again, maybe inside the 10-yard line, the 14-yard line, looking to score again.
Going to see what Eastern's defense can do here. Triton Central looking to maybe get up to 50 points in this first half.
That would be ideal for them, as they've already exceeded the prediction from John Hare. They put the 42 on the board. They have been predicted, but looks like they're going to put 49 on the board now this time.
Going to see how Triton Central comes out of this snap here. New quarterback in, I believe, number 5, Sam Collier. He's been running the snaps for them so far. He takes the hands it off back to Brown. Brown tumbling up, trying to get to the first down marker. He's not gonna, but he gets pretty close.
Pacheco and Perez on the unit that time, tackling Brown on that run out to the outside, getting the edge that time. He broke that tackle initially, but then a gang of Musketeer defenders came around and knocked him down to keep that play dead.
Sam Collier looks to be the future for Triton Central at the position. We mentioned it. Jay Stuckey, the senior Eastern Michigan commit. He's not going to be around next year. Maybe get a little glimpse into the future here for the Triton Central Tiger fans out there. Collier looking for it once again here on second down. He's got Brown in the backfield. Takes a snap, a high snap. He's probably just going to fall on that one. Not going to be able to recover it here from an Eastern perspective. Going to be a 3rd and long now for Triton Central.
3rd and long, but not 3rd and forever, like we see if the Musketeers run on the position during the game. Musketeers been in they've been in self-inflicted plus territory tonight. They have not been, but they've been in plus territory off of a fumble, but they have not been outside the 25-yard line if they're playing their own offensive game.
Just a very ugly night here so far, Eli.
It is, but now we're going to see Triton from 3rd down and 15 coming up at the 18-yard line, but nothing to give here for the Musketeers as they are trying to get off the field, have their first defensive stop without a fumble tonight.
See what Collier can do here. Looking to throw now. Here's one back corner of the end zone. That one's going to be a very easy pass interference call on Gavin Hurst on the play. That's going to be an easiest pass interference call ever.
Hurst did not find his way around to that ball.
He's all over him.
Yeah, he was in the chest of the receiver that time around, did not look back, kind of just pushed him back down. That was, like you said, the easiest PI call in the history of football, I feel. Now that we set up at the 2-yard line by rule.
Coach Dean can be mad at that one all he wants. I don't think that there's a lot to argue on that one. Hurst never really making a play on the ball there, was pretty much holding on to him the whole time. I mean, he is just a freshman out there, but still Triton Central trying to take a shot. Now going to have a chance from very, very close now. Going to see if Collier can get his first touchdown of the night here at quarterback.
That'll be an automatic first down per usual. 15 yards has to be a first down automatically. So we're going to see how, like you said, Collier, how he can get things going for his defense, for his offense after he fumbled that one earlier on the snap over his head.
Actually, just give me a third down here. I believe just a 10-yard penalty on that one.
They might have called a holding call rather than a pass interference.
Maybe. Collier here motioning a few guys through. Hands off to Brown once again. Brown trying to get to the outside. Jukes up. Gets into the end zone for his second score of the night. Triton Central opening this one up to a 48-0 lead.
Hofflin tried to make a tackle there at the goal line. Could not quite get to. Overpowered by Brown on that one into the end zone. Like you mentioned, 48-0 now. Musketeers are on their heels even more, almost in the dirt.
What a run there from Brown on the play. Good little handoff there. Rumbling into the end zone. Minimal resistance there.
Dewey's going to have his chance for a 7-for-7 start of PATs tonight. He's going to get a lot of work in now for his kicking ability, which doesn't look like he's going to need it very much.
Yeah, maybe put in a backup kicker.
Yeah.
See if both of them.
They got numbers for that.
They probably do actually have a backup kicker. It's up. Drills it once again right up the uprights. Dewey moves to 7-7 from PAT here tonight.
He sure does. 49-0 now in this first half. 2 minutes and 19 seconds remaining. Nothing working for the Musketeers. Everything working for the Triton Central Tigers. Clicking on all cylinders now as they're going to send their kicking unit back out onto the field. And it looks like you might have got your wish doing a backup kicker. Is Dewey trotting on the field?
Maybe will be a new kicker spinning things off for us. I'm going to go ahead and look at the Triton Central depth chart. I haven't seen multiple kickers
that looks like
listed before.
Looks like number 34, Garrett McElfresh, the backup kicker for Triton Central, might be the one kicking off right now. It looks like Dewey's now on the field now to send this one away. But we thought the wish was going to happen sometime. And it's not right now.
Let the backup kicker kick, coach. Come on. Give him a shot out there.
Put him in, coach. He's ready to play.
I know you got one. You got to have one somewhere. You got like 40 kids on your roster. Throw out the backup kicker.
Let him get some work in. That D1 kicker's got enough. He's already signed.
Yeah, he's going to play D1 soccer. Give him a little bit of a rest. 2:19 left in this first half. First half to forget if you're an Eastern High School fan. They trail 49-0 here on this sectional Friday.
Sectional, not only a sectional Friday, championship Friday, which became very ugly for the Musketeers. They're going to be probably the biggest blowout in sectional championship history.
Dewey sending this one off once again. Going to be another touchback here. Nathan McBride is going to let that one fall into the end zone for another touchback.
A 2-minute drill coming up for the Musketeers. Hopefully get something found right now as they're at the 20-yard line now. They have not exceeded the 25-yard line on offense from their own self-inflicted wounds here. As they've been in plus territory one time tonight, but only off of a Triton Central fumble by Kemper, which was turned around to be another fumble by Braden Jones. And now they're going to be setting it up at 20-yard line, hoping to get something going. Maybe, honestly, might just take it to the locker room if they can, if Triton doesn't use their timeouts.
They weren't even technically ever in opposing territory either. Because of that fumble, I don't even think that would ever have technically been in opposing territory either, Eli. So, I mean, they got to about the 50-yard line and then fumbled. It's just been an ugly night so far for Eastern. Going to be certainly one to forget. Their first ever time making it to a sectional final. It's not going to be one that many are going to want to remember. Pacheco, back under center, takes a snap, hands off to McBride. McBride getting a little bit of space here, tripped up, had room to run there, was no one really around him, but got tripped up instantly, had a guy holding on to his shoestrings for dear life.
The freshman Weston Smith made the tackle that time around, able to stop McBride after what to be a promising run for the first time, getting past the 25-yard line, up to the 27-yard line now. Not quite a first down, but they're close. Second down and 3 to ensue.
Eastern, very successful first down run. 2nd and 3 from the 27. Pacheco looking for the snap. Takes it. Hands off to Braden Jones this time. He's trying to juke up past the line of scrimmage. Not going to get a gain of anything on that one.
The tackle made by number 58, Gabe Shaw, the sophomore on that time. able to stop Jones before the first down marker. Third down and short, very, very short coming up. It's for the Musketeers as we see less than a minute and a half remaining in this first half.
Going to see if Eastern can't get their second first down of the night here. Going to see what they can do now. Pacheco leading his team back out. Jones and McBride still in the backfield. They really haven't left that two-back formation for a while now. Pacheco looking for the shotgun snap. He takes it. Hands off to McBride. McBride trying to burst up for a first down. I don't think he got there. I think he got met early, got pulled back. I don't think he's going to have the first down. Going to see what Eastern does here on this 4th and short.
The senior number.
Give him the first down, actually.
They will. Number 56, Henry Smith, the senior, able to pull him backwards there, trying to prevent the first down yardage gain. But the referees, maybe a little sympathy call there, gave him the first down. We'll line up again on the 30-yard line.
That might have been a pity first down. I don't think Nathan McBride made it there, but going to keep this Musketeer drive going for another couple of plays. 40 seconds left. Pacheco hands off to McBride again. He's trying to burst outside, spins past one for about a gain of 2 on the play. Gets met by a lineman and tackled.
That was number 56 again, Henry Smith on the tackle there, absolutely trotting him down on the ground, not letting him get anywhere, pancaking him. It's be a second down with the clock expiring. Maybe no other play in this first half coming.
I think Eastern's just going to take this one to the locker room, maybe get one more play, and they're trying to line up here. Just 5 seconds left. Going to see if Pacheco can't get a snap off. He's looking for it. Don't think he's going to get it. He gets it off. Airs one out. He's going to air that one out downfield. Incomplete to nobody. Going to take that one to the locker room now. Triton Central leads Eastern 49-0. We'll be back with our halftime show in Commissioner's Corner. If you're just joining us, I'm Dylan Beach alongside Eli Guthrie. Thank you for listening.
High school sports teach so much more than just the fundamentals of the game. They also teach the fundamentals of life, like the power of belief. I'm Robert Falkins.
And I'm Carrie Rosati. We're both assistant commissioners of the IHSAA. In the second classroom of high school sports, student athletes understand hard work pays off, and they learn to be proud of their effort, no matter the outcome.
Successful student athletes support their teammates and learn to always do the right thing.
And most importantly, they learn to always believe in themselves.
When high school sports keep education in front of athletics, these fundamental beliefs outweigh the idea of winning at all costs.
That's why high school sports are a transformative and invaluable part of every student athlete's education.
Buy a ticket to your high school's athletic events and show student athletes that you'll always believe in them too.
This is the power of belief. This is the power of high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports. Here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Back, everyone, to our weekly conversation with the commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. And Paul, thank you for your time. Championships are being crowned. We have had this time of year is a fun time for everyone involved. You have champions in soccer, boys and girls soccer, boys and girls cross country. You're getting ready to crown sectional football champions this weekend. But let's talk about soccer. Noblesville must be the epicenter of soccer, it seems, in the state of Indiana right now. Boys and girls both with championships.
Yeah, Noblesville, even going back to last year, they've got a phenomenal program right now. We've seen it before. They're on a great run,
right,
with the talent that was in their program, and it's like everybody has that goal to win it every year, and I'm sure they're resetting those goals for next year. But I also know that we've got a lot of really good soccer in this state, and coaches are preparing to come after Noblesville. But hats off to them. They had a phenomenal run, phenomenal tournament series, and champions they are.
It's not easy. It's not easy to win championships, and to especially, I have to believe that within the school, they motivate one another. And it also, I think people forget sometimes, and you have been a teacher and a school administrator, obviously now the commissioner. but there's a real cause and effect in schools. If their fall sports have success, that sets a tone in their school and in their athletic department, and it's a very real situation.
Yeah, no question, Coach. And I can go back to my days when I was at Evansville Central High School, and there is an excitement in the building when championships are won or success has happened on the field along the way. And it's just a different climate in the school. There's a buzz in the hallway. There's excitement. There's school spirit. There's community. I often talk about community, and community still matters. And people who are alum come out. They start hanging on the fence to watch their high school team, and it's an excitement that you can't replicate. And certainly winning does that.
Even at this advanced age of mine, I still care what my Quakers do. And so do you. I mean, North Posey, Plainfield, these are places that are important to us because we were part of it and we'll always be a part of it. I think that's the other part of it, is that we will always be a part of that program and a part of that history. And that's something that we're all proud of.
I still track the Vikings just as close as I track the Central Bears. And, it's, that putting that uniform on, whether it's the Quakers or the Vikings or wherever your community is it's a time-honored tradition. It only lasts just a few short years, but yet it gives you just a toolbox full of memories and lessons that you've learned for the rest of your life. And, I hope that we always keep an eye on this education-based athletics and understand that community matters. And this can't look like an AAU summer program. And I'm not begrudging what they do there also. But the gyms aren't full in the summertime, and they are in the wintertime, and they are in the fall. And we've got to make sure that we protect community-based sports across this great state.
Coming up this weekend, football championships in sectional play around the state, volleyball state finals in Muncie at Worthen Arena on the campus of Ball State. This is a very important weekend for a lot of kids in our state.
It is. And, the volleyball talent that we have coming to Worthen Arena and Ball State is just phenomenal, like it has been every other year. We've had National Players of the Year, and it's going to be a phenomenal day of volleyball. And, it's just one more state championship. And, we're also going to crown some football sectional champions this weekend also, Coach.
Commissioner, look forward to doing this next week. This is the commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. It's our weekly conversation about all things IHSAA related. Commissioner, thanks again. Have a great week.
Thanks, Coach, and you do the same.
Thanks for listening to the Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
This is the Musketeers Halftime Report, brought to you by...
Hello, folks. Craig Martin at Billy Martin's store. I'd like to start off by saying a big thank you to everyone that voted us your best place to purchase appliances, furniture, and floor coverings in Washington County for another year. At Billy Martin's store, we have so much more to offer our loyal customers. Not only do we carry a complete line of GE Hot Point and Speed Queen appliances, but also a full line of home furnishings as well. Beautiful, quality name brand furniture and living room suites, sectionals, recliners, dining room suites, bedroom suites, lamps, and sectionals. And Bose Bedding, made in the USA, and Moe's Furniture and Bedding is made right here in Southern Indiana. Billy Martin's store has a nice display of all of your floor carpets, vinyls, tiles, laminates, Somerset hardwood flooring. We offer you low prices, free home and business estimates, and professional installation by our own installers. Billy Martin's store offers you free delivery, free haul away, and our own professional service on what we sell. Janice, Tanya, and I will be happy to help you in selecting the perfect item for your home or business and stand behind you if you have a problem. Billy Martin Store has been serving Southern Indiana and the Louisville area for 164 years and counting. As the fifth generation and Tanya the sixth, we would like to say a big thank you for all of your support year after year. Billy Martin Store is located in the heart of downtown Martinsburg, or feel free to call us at 967-3997, and we'll be glad to help you.
Hello, my name is Sally Hadabo, and I am running for re-election for Salem City Clerk Treasurer. I am finishing my second term, and during those terms, I have had excellent State Board of Accounts audits, have improved the status with the general fund, and have implemented newer technology to expedite accounting procedures. I am very proud to say that I have had 44 years of banking experience as Assistant Vice President and Branch Manager, plus I am currently my church treasurer. I am also a mother of 2 and grandmother of 5, and I have lived in Salem all my life. Again, I am Sally Hadabo and will be running for Salem City Clerk Treasurer on November 7th and would appreciate your vote.
Paid for by the committee to re-elect Sally Hadabo.
Let's keep Salem on the right path. Justin Green here. I'm working on many exciting projects to put Salem on the right path. Yes, some road work. Yes, some water line work. Yes, some Parks Department work. And yes, some job creation work. All of this with some growing pains and some challenges. This takes experience, and I respectfully want to continue doing that for you. Please, I ask for your vote on November 7th. Re-elect Justin Green, Mayor.
Paid for by the committee to re-elect Justin Green for mayor.
Five times national champions, 22 conference championships.
3 on the way. Yes!
17 Big Ten Players of the Year.
Throws up a shot.
7 basketball Hall of Famers, and countless memories on the court.
Grace puts it up. Oh, what a spin move!
This is Indiana Hoosiers basketball.
The City of Salem will have its general election on Tuesday, November the 7th. Polls will open from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. The Washington County Republican Party would like for you to vote for the following to keep the City of Salem moving forward with progress, stability, and experience. Incumbent Justin Green, Mayor. Incumbent Sally Hadabo, City Clerk Treasurer. Incumbent Danny R. Lipke, City Council District 1. Dylan M. Moore, Council District 2. Incumbent Steve Crane, City Council District 3. Randy Lee Jr., City Council District 4. Roger K. Pennington, City Council at Large. Vote for progress on November the 7th. Vote for experience. Vote Republican. Paid for by the Washington County Republican Party.
After a joint surgery, injury, or illness, Meadowview and Salem Crossing are the best choices for helping you recover. Our Moving Forward rehabilitation program offers a full range of therapies. We're here to help you return home safely with the skills you need to live life on your own terms. Meadowview and Salem Crossing, 2 great options for your rehabilitation. To learn more, visit asccare.com or call 888-996-8272.
This is Becky White from WSLM, and I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Are you ready for some football and fantastic deals on wheels? John Jones Auto Group is here to kickstart your season with unbeatable savings at all 4 of our locations. That's right, we're conveniently located in Salem, Corden, Greenville, and Scottsburg. Score big this football season and drive away a winner with John Jones Auto Group. Our dedicated team is committed to helping you find the perfect vehicle that suits both your style and your budget. Whether you're looking for a tough and versatile truck to tackle any challenge, or sleek and fuel-efficient sedan to zip through traffic like a star player, we've got you covered. Plus, don't overlook our certified pre-owned vehicles that offer affordable reliability. Get ready to do a happy touchdown dance because we're offering incredible finance options. Our finance team will work their magic to secure the best rates and terms tailored to your needs. Touchdown! And there's more. John Jones Auto Group is offering game-changing incentives, lease specials, and low APRs. Make this the perfect time to drive home, a deal you won't find anywhere else. Don't fumble this opportunity. Visit John Jones Auto Group today at any of our 4 locations. Or you can check us out online at johnjonesautogroup.com. And remember, you see so many because they paid so little.
Keep playing. keep working, keep going, and keep moving with the exceptional orthopedic care at Baptist Health. With an experienced team and a full line of advanced services and procedures, it's no wonder most people choose Baptist to help them keep on keeping on. Visit baptisthealth.com/ortho to find a Baptist Health provider.
Welcome back to Eastern High School for a halftime show out of Triton Central Eastern, 49-0 up Triton Central, waylaying the Musketeers in this one. Coming up on WSLM in the previous day and then future days, we have November 4th tomorrow, Salem versus Seymour on 97.9. Then we have Eastern versus Crawford County on 12:20 a.m. I'll be on that call with a co-host. And then we have
special guest for that one.
Yeah, special guest co-host for that one. Monday, November 6th, Purdue versus Samford, the opening night for college basketball in America at 6:30 here on WSLM. We got Wednesday, November 8th, Utah Jazz travel over here to Indiana in Indianapolis to play the Pacers at 7 p.m. on WSLM. Thursday, November 9th, West Washington at South Central Elizabeth at 8:30, an odd start time there for high school basketball. Thursday, November 9th as well, we have the Milwaukee Bucks here in Indianapolis for the Pacers game. Then also November 10th, we have Purdue heading to Morehead State to 7 p.m. at that game.
Yeah, do you have any more that you were wanting to see, Eli? I was just trying to look at the schedule. My bad if I threw you off there.
Up till we have two more games coming up. Saturday, November 11th, West Washington at White River Valley at 1 p.m. That tournament there starts at 1 p.m. WSLM 97.9. Then is Eastern at Austin, a 7:30 tip-off there on November 11th. Next Saturday, WSLM 12:20 a.m. That's your upcoming broadcast here on WSLM up till next Saturday, November 11th. I'm Eli Guthrie with Dillon Beach here for a halftime show. Minute remaining in this halftime to bring back this blowout of a game.
Our last ever halftime show together, Eli. Until maybe basketball season, might come back and do a couple of basketball games with Eli. Until then, you're stuck with them, folks. I'm sorry to all the fans at home listening.
Yeah, good one.
You're stuck with them for a while. Just under a minute left in this halftime. It's a shortened halftime show. Not a lot to talk about during the 49-0 blowout. Let's address the clock, Eli. They said someone came up to the booth said maybe 8-minute running quarters, maybe even 6-minute running quarters, so we could be in tune for a very, very fast second half.
That would absolutely cut each quarter in half. That'd be crazy enough if we could get that going. Honestly, I would not be opposed to that, as Triton Central blew out their prediction in the first half, already putting up 49 points over the Musketeers here, as they are just folding quickly to any kind of adversity they're facing.
The Triton broadcast mentioned it. Neither side really having anything to gain from being left in this game. Eastern already down on their numbers from injuries this year at this point, just taking more chances on someone getting hurt. Triton Central on the same flip there. They won this game a long time ago. We can not pretend like that isn't the truth. But we're going to see what is going to get put on the clock, as we got an extra few minutes put up for this second half now, or this halftime now, Eli.
We do, but there's a lot of things. There's not very much to talk about, like you had mentioned, but there's still some things to talk about how Eastern cannot find anything to happen tonight. We say they've gone up to the 30-yard line max on their offensive drives. They've had about 8 drives this game so far, and they've only got to the 30-yard line. And while Triton is absolutely running the field like a track meet, getting everywhere they want to go, no stoppage, no forceful defense for the Musketeers, stopping them getting anywhere, no halting in that defense. Triton just absolutely laying down the power tonight, up 49-0 early. Actually, not early, halfway through the game.
You can tell that this is one of the best programs across the state, not even just 2A, just in general. One of the best ran programs. It's a team that a lot of teams don't want to play. You can see why. Coach Tim Abel going to get his 101st win of his Triton Central career here, most likely. He's got a heck of a program running. He's got a lot of athletes. I think this is a team that could definitely go all the way to Lucas Oil this year and win one.
It sure does. It mentioned on the quick fact sheet we have that this could be one of the best teams in Triton Central team history this season, as they're 10-1 on the year, only adding 1 loss to the coach's overall record of 136, 236, not 136. But like you said, Dylan, this is going to be a quick second half, hopefully, with the clock. Might be cut down a few minutes here and there if they have to do so. That decision still to be decided in this game. We will let you know as soon as we know anything.
Yeah, we're going to see what that is. I want to go look at who was the team to beat Triton Central. I believe it was Indianapolis Lutheran, but I want to double check that, make sure. Yes, it was Indianapolis Lutheran, a 1A school, Eli.
Beat them by 30 points.
That? A 1A school coming out here and beating Triton Central by 30. That's crazy right there.
Indianapolis Lutheran
looks like a very, very good football program up there.
In previous years, Indianapolis Lutheran has been a huge, huge football program, always doing so well. I don't know what they do at a 1A school with very few numbers to be a 1A school. I guess they have to recruit at this point, being one of the best, if not the best team in high school football in Indiana at a 1A category. I wonder if they've won the state championship about 10 years in a row now.
Yeah, I mean, probably going to run that one all the way up to Lucas Oil. I think Triton Central will probably go all the way up to Lucas Oil this year. Going to see if we can't get a North Posey versus Paoli update. That's who would have been playing Eastern, who would have been playing them if they won here tonight, but don't think that's going to happen here tonight.
We do have an update from Scottsburg and Heritage Hills in the second quarter, maybe almost halftime. Heritage Hills leads the Scottsburg Warriors 29-0 in that one. That game was far enough, but it's far enough to be over.
Paoli score update?
I can get you a Paoli score update. North Posey up 28-0 at the half.
Oof. Trey Rominger not able to carry Paoli out to that one. We're ready for this second half now. 8 minutes are on the clock. That's what they agreed upon, 8-minute running clock. We're going to see the kicker, Dewey, ready to send this one off deep once again. He trots up to the ball. Sends a long one down the field. We're going to see a field from Braden Jones. Catches at the 10. Up to the 20 now. Tripping at about the 25. Going to go down at about the 26.
Their official best starting field position tonight for the Musketeers at the 27-yard line to start this first drive of the second half with the 8 minutes on the clock and running now. Already under 7:40 remaining.
It's a great thing to see, Eli. Sometimes you got to get out of here sometimes, but going to see if Eastern can't get any talking points to come out of this game to finish off this season. A very largely successful season for Eastern. 5 wins, tied for the most ever in program history. It's been a special group of guys. They've got players that will probably be playing on Saturdays in the future. I mean, it's a bright look for this program. It's a team that should be getting better over the years.
It definitely will be now. As we're not going to see Bennett the rest of the night. It looks like Pacheco back on the field as a backup quarterback.
Yeah, I think I could have told you that one. Pacheco takes the snap, hands off to McBride. He's trying to get up past the line of scrimmage now. He's going to be wrapped up. Going to see what Nathan McBride can do here to finish off his career as an Eastern Musketeer tonight.
That tackle came from number 7, Weston Smith, on that run from McBride. It seems to be the whole motive to every tackle Triton Central has is to yank every player backwards, trying to withhold some yardage to them.
Jones coming off to the sideline hobbled. And that's just not what you want to see. I mean, you're down 49 points. I mean, no reason for him to get injured in this game. 6:30 left in this third quarter. McBride taking another carry. He's going to fumble that one, and Triton Central's going to set up shop once again. Nathan McBride was near the first down marker, and Triton Central punching it out, almost peanut punching that one out. Going to set up inside the 40.
That's the sophomore Zimmerman knocking the ball loose on that play. Picking it up is Triton Central's number 58. Number 58, Gabe Shaw picking it up that time around, falling on it. And now we're going to see a plus territory position for Triton Central on their opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, we're going to see if Triton Central can just run off a lot of this clock here.
It would be ideal for them to do so right now unless they want to put the hurt on even more than they already had to begin the game, up 49-0 at the half.
Now the quarterback Collier once again. Not going to see any more of Stuckey tonight. He takes the snap, hands off. Going to be met early at the line there by a swarm of Musketeer defenders. Good first down stop there for Eastern.
That's Weston Smith on the run that time for for Triton Central. The one that made the tackle earlier, that was good for Triton Central. Now he's on the offensive end of things to put the Triton Central up about a yard on that one.
It's going to be a Triton JV type of second half here in this one, except for Levi Dewey, the kicker. He'll get to stay out there. I don't guess they actually do have a backup kicker. Collier back under center now, looking for the snap again. 2nd and 10, under 5 minutes left in this third quarter. Takes it, fakes the handoff, rolls out to throw, gets wrapped up by Caleb King. And Caleb King at least going to get one more sack in his Eastern career here tonight.
He sure will. Now, Caleb King in the backfield very, very quickly after that snap there, but it was nothing to be said about that JV front from Triton Central, as they're still holding the ball quite well. Time clock management is very good for them right now. Already running off about 2 minutes this time.
We've been seeing a lot of sacks from Caleb King all year long. It didn't matter who he's playing against. He gets into the backfield. He's certainly going to be playing at the next level next year. What a player he's been for this Eastern high school team. Collier back under center, 3 seconds on the play clock. Takes it, tosses out to the halfback, gets up past the line of scrimmage. Going to be close up to the marker. Going to be a 4th and short here. We're going to see what Triton Central elects to do.
That is Smith on the run that time, the freshman again, getting yards back from that initial loss of a few on for Triton Central that time. 4th and about 5 coming up. Like Dylan said, we'll try to figure out.
We might see a field goal here.
We could see a field goal here, which would be very good. I think we're going to see a field goal here.
I don't think they're going to punt here. Dewey going to attempt his first field goal. This is going to be a long field goal here, Eli.
It sure will. Honestly, the first field goal we've seen all season outside of a PAT.
Give me a field goal distance calculation here, Eli. That's your job here.
Oh, let's see, about 37-yard attempt. 40,
I think it's further than that.
44-yard attempt. Way short, yeah.
Didn't have the leg. Had the accuracy on that one. Didn't quite have the leg on that one. A little bit out of Dewey's range. That was probably almost a 50-yarder.
That was a 52-yarder.
Yeah, that was a little far there. That was a deep field goal, but I mean, win Rome, I guess.
52-yard field goal from the kicker there. Wow. That would have been good. Very short, about 5-6 yards short on that one, maybe a little further.
That would have been impressive. I'll say that.
But the score does remain the same, 49-0. 2:49 remaining in the third quarter here.
Why does the ball go to the 20 on that? Why shouldn't Eastern get that ball from where it was kicked?
It should, yes. It should go where it was kicked. I don't know what the thought process was from the referees on that one was.
I don't know, but Eastern taking shot after the Dewey missed field goal. Pacheco trying to lead a drive to get the Musketeers on the scoreboard. Takes the snap. Hands off to McBride. McBride busting outside. He's got a little bit of space trying to throw a couple guys off him. He's going to be up past the first down marker. Maybe going to get a first down based on where they judge that one at.
The sophomore defensive back, Zimmerman, on the tackle that time, not giving up very much room after the hit, bringing up a 2nd down and short for the Musketeers.
You're going to be ruled just shy of that first down marker. A good first down run there from Nathan McBride with just 2 minutes remaining left in this third quarter. To see if Eastern can't get any sort of points out of this one. Some talking points going into next season. Maybe trying to get a touchdown on one of the best programs in the state.
It would be nice to see that if they actually could now put the JV teams in.
Pacheco takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looks to run himself, stiff arms off a D lineman, tries to swim through. He's going to take a loss on that play, I believe, or maybe just a short gain. Going to see what they judge on that one.
Shaw, the sophomore, making initial contact with Pacheco there on the QB.
First down. I thought he originally maybe went down for a loss, but swam, moved through to get the first down. Good little run from Pacheco. Sorry that cut you off there, Eli.
You're okay. That was Gabe Shaw, the sophomore, making the initial contact for Pacheco there after the QB keeper. But now, like you said, first down yardage was gained on that one, breaking the ball up to their best starting field position tonight, tying their best their field position tonight, the 30-yard line.
Feels like this half just started. We just are under 50 seconds left. Pacheco takes the snap, hands off to McBride, and he's going to be met early by a swarm of Tigers in the backfield, Eli.
No chance was stood there for McBride on that one. That was 65. Brown on the tackle, Jamison Brown, instead of the running back of the other Brown. Jamison Brown, the sophomore, making the tackle that time, stopping McBride in the backfield. Loss of 2, no ground can be made up on that one.
We're likely going to have just one more play in this third quarter here. 25 seconds left in this third quarter. Going to see if Eastern can't keep this drive going from this 2nd and 12 here. Pacheco, 4 wide receivers, got one in the backfield, takes a snap, fakes the handoff to McBride. He's rolling out to his left, trying to take off and run. He's going to be met early by the Triton D end there.
That was the freshman Dallas Clark on the stop there from
Clark from the Colts?
Yeah.
Big tight end Dallas Clark reincarnated, playing for the Triton Central Tigers now. I mean, that's a fun last name to have up. That's a fun name to have up in that area, Eli.
Yeah, Dallas
Spelled
Clark.
the same way, too.
Yeah, Dallas Clark on the tackle that time for Pacheco on another QB keeper that that ended the third quarter now. 8 minutes remaining in this one. Out a shortened second half now with a huge lead for Triton Central.
Yeah, we're going to send you back out to one last sponsor break here. If you're just joining us, score still stands at 49-0. Eastern Trails.
Keep playing. Keep working. Keep going. And keep moving with the exceptional orthopedic care at Baptist Health. With an experienced team and a full line of advanced services and procedures, it's no wonder most people choose Baptist to help them keep on keeping on. Visit baptisthealth.com/ortho to find a Baptist Health provider.
We welcome you back here to Eastern High School, home of the Musketeers, where they trail the Triton Central Tigers 49-0. I'm Dylan Beach alongside Eli Guthrie here for WSLM.
A lot of good things to be said from the JV here for Triton Central, able to maintain their own ground after the varsity gets to cool down a little bit and save themselves for next week's regional semifinal game. They'll be playing North Posey if that one ensues for them on that W.
Pacheco taking the snap here, hands off to, believe, McBride on the play. McBride can have a first down and a lot more here, down to the 50 inside Triton Central territory officially for the first time here tonight. Eli, one little quick tidbit I'm going to get back to. Dallas Clark from Triton Central now tying the NFL Dallas Clark in tackles. Dallas Clark, the Colts tight end, only had 1 tackle in his career, Eli.
What a great stat to have now. That was a great tackle on that one.
That was worth the timeout. That was worth the timeout research.
That was Brooks Scott on the tackle there, the freshman, pushing him out of bounds after a gain of about 15.
Pacheco hoping to lead this drive further. Looking to throw this time. Gets it out to Hofflin. Hofflin going to drop that one. That one should have been an easy catch. Had his hands on that one. Couldn't quite reel it in. 2nd and 10. 7 minutes left in this fourth quarter.
That was Slaughter and Hall on the double coverage there on Hofflin. Hofflin looking at the defenders, trying to make sure he's not going to fumble that ball after the catch. Ended up trying to run with it before catching it, putting it on the ground. 2nd down and 10 coming up from the 49-yard line, the furthest the offense has got for the Musketeers tonight.
Yeah, the best field position they've had so far. Pacheco hands off McBride once again. He has some good blocks there. Now inside the 45. Going to see if Eastern can't get a consolidation touchdown.
That's Dallas Clark.
Consolation touchdown.
Yeah, that's Dallas Clark on the tackle there again. The big
2 touchdowns. I mean, 2
tackles for
now.
Dallas Clark on that one after the run pickup from McBride. Up to 3rd down and 4 for the Musketeers, looking under 6.5 minutes remaining in this fourth quarter in the game of sectional championship for Triton Central. Looking to get their 5th in a row, and they will.
Eastern, some good takeaways tonight. I mean, just to get this far is an accomplishment. Pacheco takes the snap, hands off to McBride again. He's trying to get churned to the first down marker. He's not going to get there quite. It's going to be a 4th and short. I think Eastern going to have to go for it.
Gabe Shaw came in after that one, laid down a boom on McBride after the tackle there, but ended up not getting any further than that. 4th down and 1 coming up. Correction from earlier. There is only one regional game instead of a semifinal, just a regional final next week, and it'll be probably North Posey.
North Posey versus Triton Central next week. Paoli, I don't think was able to take them down there tonight. Paoli, what a season they had. Pacheco, the quarterback draw on 4th down. He's going to have a first down and more. Going to be met early by Clark once again.
Clark and Smith on that one, able to take him down after the first down yards was accomplished from the quarterback of Pacheco. Nothing shy about him tonight, able to make plays for the Musketeers when they need him. He's going to be the future of the Musketeer program after next season when Cody Bennett now graduates.
Yeah, Cody Bennett still has 1 more year Pacheco trying to show the future off to this Musketeer faithful to lead one last drive to maybe score a touchdown. Takes the snap once again, looking to throw to Hofflin. Hofflin going to drop that one once again in a similar fashion to the last time. Gets hit by the cornerback and drops it.
Freshman textbook tackle there was Slaughter, able to make contact with the ball, was getting there, breaking up that pass. That was great defensive back work there from Slaughter, able to make sure that Hofflin had a hard attempt to catch that ball. Like to see the future that Triton Central defense there.
Yeah, Cale Slaughter only 5'6" compared to Eli Hofflin, who's about 6'2", maybe Eli.
About
6 foot area. Big height difference there. Pacheco takes it, fakes the handoff, looks to run himself, gets a gain of a couple on the play. He's now inside the 30, and this is Eastern's best drive so far of the night with just 4 minutes and 10 seconds left in this one.
That was Eberhardt on the tackle that time. Instead of Earnhardt, Eberhardt for number 70 of the Triton Central defense, tackling him on that one after about a 2 or 3 yard gain, setting up 3rd down and 6. This Triton Central defense has some future ahead of them and good defensive
Pacheco
players.
takes the snap, hands off to McBride once again. He's going to have a 1st down and more. Down to the 15, to the 10. Wrapped up at the 10. Nathan McBride with a great little gain there. And before I pass it off to you, Eli, we got a little score update from Ron Albertson in the Facebook chat. Providence leads Springs Valley at the half 41-0. Last time Providence was that up on somebody, Eli, the other team didn't come out of the locker room.
That is true. Good reference there, doing North Harrison. Funny jokes there. But like earlier, that would be a touchdown saving tackle for Triton on that one after McBride found the secondary, finding a few gaps on that one.
Pacheco looking to throw this time. Bears it to Hofflin. Hofflin should have just had a touchdown pass reception there. Going to drop that one in the end zone.
Hofflin had no defender in the area within 2 or 3 yards of him. Had it right in his hands. At the 3rd drop pass in a row for him and for the reception book for Elijah Hofflin.
He can't hold on to him right now. He's got to get that under control. I mean, he's a young guy. He's got time to figure it out. Just a freshman in this team, has been leaned on heavily due to the injuries down the stretch. Pacheco hands off to McBride. He's going to get stuffed early there to set up a 3rd and 10 or a 3rd and 11.
Jameson Brown hitting them immediately after the handoff for that one. 3rd down and long coming up for the Musketeers after that drop touchdown reception that should have happened from Hofflin. But now we're going to see a 3rd down and 10 for the Musketeers after McBride stopped by Brown.
Just 2 minutes and 15 seconds left for Eastern to get on the scoreboard in this one. We're going to see if Pacheco can't finish off this drive that he's led so well in this 4th quarter. He's looking for the shotgun snap, takes it, fakes the handoff, looks to throw. He's going to be met by a lot of Triton Central defenders, and that score may stay at 0 for Eastern here tonight.
That's Greganis on the tackle that time. Number 18, the sophomore from Triton Central, making the tackle on Pacheco there, not giving him any ground to make up for that one. Ended up setting him back down. That's 4th and 15 coming up. This score might say a shutout.
Yeah, minute 39. Eastern potentially their last play on offense here tonight. The 4th and 15 from the 15. 4th and goal here. Going to take one last shot to the end zone. Pacheco looking for the shotgun snap. Takes it. He's looking to throw. Here's one over the middle. Into the congested little part of the middle field. Going to be batted down by a Triton Central defender. Triton Central going to set up shot. Minute 15 left in this one. We have just 3 more plays left in this game until Triton Central walks out of here with their 5th straight sectional title.
That was number 34, the freshman Gavin Hurst on the intended reception there. Not quite able to get a hand on it as he had 2 Triton Central defenders in his face for that one. Nothing working for the Musketeers, even when they have the ball in the red zone. Now we're going to see a clock running down. One last snap probably for Triton Central here to take their 5th championship in a row.
Yeah, we're going to see Triton Central probably to start to kneel this clock out. Going to be in the victory formation here. The junior Collier going to get to finish this one off here tonight. 33 seconds left. Got 2 more plays left in this one. They might as well just snap it now, and then they can just run out into the field and celebrate after it. Collier going to finish this one off with the victory formation. That's going to be the last play of this one. It's been a pleasure calling the games here alongside Eli Guthrie this year. Eastern having a miraculous season, a miraculous sectional draw to move to 5-7 on the year, tying the win record, but running into an imposing force of Triton Central, falling 49-0 here tonight, Eli.
They sure will. And we had a Facebook question from Rod Albertson. If we would be calling the Eastern basketball games, I will be on the call for those games, probably mostly home games because of my schedule being very packed with college and other responsibilities I have. But some away games, some home games, I'll be calling. Dylan Beach will be there with me sometimes if he can come down for them, but I will have a co-host there alongside me for Eastern basketball. Tomorrow night, I will be on the call here back at Eastern in the AKA Concrete Coliseum for
it's gonna stick. I'm telling you.
For the Musketeers girls basketball varsity team.
If we keep calling it, it's gonna stick.
It will stick.
People are trying to call the football stadium the Hill. Let's start calling the basketball stand the Concrete Coliseum. I'm telling you, it needs to stick. We need a nickname for the basketball stadium.
I will be on the call tomorrow night. Me and my co-host, a former.
Don't reveal it yet. Don't give him hints.
I'll give him hints. A former girls basketball varsity player for the Musketeers. Yeah, women's basketball varsity basketball player for Eastern. Former graduating class of the 2023 class will be with me co-hosting that game tomorrow night. Crawford County travels here to Eastern for that game. I'll be on the call with my non-revealed co-host tomorrow night. It'll be a fun one.
I'll give you a hint. It's not me, folks.
Yeah, it's not Dylan. He did not play girls basketball for Eastern.
I'll give you a hint. It's not me tomorrow night. I'll be around for maybe a couple of those games throughout this year. Maybe I'll hit some of them over Thanksgiving and Christmas break. Triton Central off celebrating in front of their fans. They traveled very well here tonight, Eli. Maybe that's why the light was so congested on the way into here. Triton Central got a lot to celebrate. They're definitely going to have a run to maybe a state final this year. Maybe their biggest test is ahead of them next week. For Eastern, a lot to build upon in the future seasons. A great year so far for them this year. A lot of the core will be back next year. I know they're going to graduate Caleb King, Caden Temple, but a lot of that core will be back. And I mean, it's just got to be a developmental year for them across all the levels. Triton Central didn't get like this overnight. They had to develop a program over time. Eastern slowly but surely doing that. Maybe these 5-win years can start being a norm for Eastern, and maybe they could finally get that ever so illustrious 6th win.
They would be sure hope. So next season, we'll be graduating a few players, not very many at most, maybe 4 or 5 of them, but we'll have a lot of freshman talent coming back, the ones that we might be able to see, because this year was arguably the best team in Eastern high school history, 5-6.
One of them.
One of the best teams in Eastern high school history, tying the school record with wins. And to reiterate, I will be on the call for boys and basketball. This is the conclusion of high school football broadcasting for me. I'm Eli Guthrie along Dylan Beach. I'll be on the call for boys basketball games coming up tomorrow night, starting tomorrow night for girls basketball. Crawford County comes into Eastern.
That's been a pleasure getting to be the voice of this team so far here for WSLM. Thank you to all of our listeners this year. We've had some fun moments throughout the year. I mean, we get to remember all of Eli's fun trivia questions for the 2 weeks that he did that. We got to have that fun night out in Salem on that blocked kick. A lot of highs, a lot of lows. It's been a pleasure to be alongside you guys for them all. I'm Dylan Beach signing off for the last time alongside Eli Guthrie for WSLM.
Hello, folks. Craig Martin at Billy Martin's store. I'd like to start off by saying a big thank you to everyone that voted us your best place to purchase appliances, furniture, and floor coverings in Washoe County for another year. At Billy Martin's store, we have so much more to offer our loyal customers. Not only do we carry a complete line of GE Hot Point and Speed Queen appliances, but also a full line of home furnishings as well. Beautiful, quality name brand furniture and living room suites, sectionals, recliners, dining room suites, bedroom suites, lamps, and sectionals. And Bose Bedding, made in the USA, and Moe's Furniture and Bedding is made right here in Southern Indiana. Billy Martin's store has a nice display of all of your floor covering, carpets, vinyls, tiles, laminates, Somerset hardwood flooring. We offer you low prices, free home and business estimates, and professional installation by our own installers. Billy Martin's store offers you free delivery, free haul away, and our own professional service on what we sell. Janice, Tanya, and I will be happy to help you in selecting the perfect item for your home or business and stand behind you if you have a problem. Billy Martin Store has been serving Southern Indiana and the Louisville area for 164 years and counting. As the 5th generation and Tanya the 6th, we would like to say a big thank you for all of your support year after year. Billy Martin Store is located in the heart of downtown Martinsburg, or feel free to call us at 967-3997, and we'll be glad to help you.
Party time is rolling on at McDonald's in Salem, Mitchell, and West Baden. Hosted birthday parties are continuing.